Hey guys, Jay, welcome back to the channel. Oh boy, it's been one crazy week, and it's going to continue. The week is going to go absolutely nuts. Um, I've done a whole bunch of streams, which are just well, I'm not going to lie, they're just depressing. Because the toy world is going through some crazy things right now. Absolutely bonkers things right now, and yeah, I wanted to. We are still going to talk about it a little bit today, but I really wanted to just give everybody an opportunity to ask me some stuff because I'm feeling kind of melancholy. I'm feeling kind of yeah, I'm just feeling a little bit weird, and instead of really racking my brain and dwelling on things that I can't change because I can't change them. I don't think any of us can change them. We have to wait until the world corrects itself, right? So I mean, we'll talk about it a little bit tonight, but I'd rather talk about other things, other things that happen, good times at conventions, good times at places, good times that we've always had, good times collecting. And you know what? To help me out a little bit, and for a very short time, but you know what? I really appreciate him being here tonight. I want to bring in a very good friend of mine who I hung out with 2 weeks ago at Toylanta, and it was a blast. And you know what? I wouldn't change it for the world because again, these are the things that define us as collectors, that define us as friends, that define us as a community. Being able to share like-minded, like experiences together. And one of the people who I shared a great experience at Toylanta with was my good friend Carlos from the Badass Reviews. What's going on, Carlos?
What's up?
Dude,
How's
how's it
everything?
going, brother?
Everything good, man.
Yeah,
Crazy, but good.
yeah. Good and bad, unfortunately. There's so many
It
crazy things
is.
going on in the world,
It is,
but
man.
it is what it is. But how are you? Like, how's from the realm? How the project's going? Like everything's good in Carlos's world. Like everything.
Everything is good. We're doing good, thankfully. We're still with the plan, uh, but we may need to wait, right? Because right now it's not smart to go ahead
No.
and do more stuff. We have everything set for the Kickstarter to run like next month. Um, Fingers crossed. Things change. But so far, if things continue this way, we may need to hold like everybody else. We're like in hold. That's it. That's
Yeah,
pretty
I
much what it is.
mean, Long Box Heroes had to halt their production because of the situation. You know what I mean? And you know what? You know, Punch Monkey Fiction is not they've done this a couple of times, right? So it's not it's affecting everybody. And Big Bad Toy Store made an announcement. So did Titan Toys. So did so many different distributors. Entertainment Earth, their prices are going up and down and up and down, and it's hard to really predict what's actually going on. So it's just one of these things, right? And it's something we can't change. We have to wait until everybody figures this out, and once that happens, then the world can reset itself and we can get back to business. But as it is right now, you're right, Carlos. It is foolish to try and push things through now. Like you'd be shooting yourself in the foot. That's
Yeah,
basically what's
correct.
happening.
Yeah, correct. I mean, we were being discussing this like every single day. Like the guys um, from the company and like with my partners, with JP, with Eric, we were being in the talks also with Sebastian Dominguez, with Sabadon, who's the one doing the engineering. And
Yep.
we actually, I mean, said like, you know what, let's not talk anymore about this. There's nothing we can do about it, between us, right? Like,
Sure.
let's just put a pause right there, and whatever happens, if this change, then we can press the button again and start over. Leave it
Yeah.
like that,
Yeah,
like right now.
there's time, right? Like time in this case is a friend, right? Like the longer this goes on, the longer they have to make a deal, and eventually, something's going to happen. They can't keep this up forever. It's not going to happen. Things are going to change though. Things are going to like there's a lot of things that are going to happen in the short term. But at the end of the day, and I keep telling this to everybody, it's not just one person that's making this happen. Even though everyone wants it to be, it's easy to blame the one or two or groups or whatever. But the reality is, there's a whole bunch of moving pieces right now. We don't know what's going on. We don't know how. And once they start, but things are moving quickly. Everything's changing hour by hour. Different countries are making deals, right? Different things are happening all over the world. So it will resolve itself. It's just a matter of time. But at the end of the day, we as a community are strong. We're here to support each other, and that's really the key, and that's really what's happening. And I do want to thank Carlos for being here tonight. And Carlos, again, thank you. I know that you got an early day tomorrow, but I did want to ask you really quickly because again, I'm feeling a little bit nostalgic. I'm feeling everything. So as a straight up question to you, my friend, how did you get into collecting? Like how did this start? Were you always a collector, or did something snap back into you a few years ago and you said, I really got to get back into collecting, and I really miss some of the toys I had as a kid? What got you back into action figures and collecting again?
Man, when I was little, I mean, of course, like everybody else, we were playing with toys, right? Like everybody else. Like I was huge into Masters of the Universe back in '82 when the line came out. And I was after that. I think I maybe like when I was maybe like 11 or so, 10, we start collecting GI Joe, of course, and we were playing with my friends. It was really fun times back in the days when we were like playing GI Joe, because uh, we didn't have that much money back in the days, right? And it was hard for us to keep up with all the line because it was so many action figures. So what we were doing is like we were like maybe like three good friends that we were playing like back in the days, and we were like planning this for Christmas. Like we were like, okay, so you're gonna get this, you're gonna get, let's say, the dreadnoughts, I'm gonna get the cobras, you're gonna get the GI Joes. And we gathering like every weekend, and we were playing in my patio, like my other friend's patio, and making this whole adventure that was lasting for a whole weekend, you know. And it was really fun, really cool. And I was never into Transformers, to be honest with you. I tried some Transformers, but I just leave it like that. After, I will say, during the at the end of the '80s, I stopped collecting. Like I will say, like everybody else, I was a teenager. Um, I start getting like, like interested in the girls and stuff like that. So I start like I stopped collecting pretty much. I was more into sports and other stuff, right? Teenager stuff. So I will say back when I graduate from high school, um, I start reading comics again when I was in college. I had a friend that was like comic book fan and stuff like that. So he gave me some comic books. So I start like getting into comics. I start reading more. I start buying comic books. And then one of my best friends from Panama, um, he was like, you know what? I like to collect these Marvel characters, action figures. Back in the days, was I don't know if you remember this line for Fantastic Four, I believe. It was like 5-inch figures, Fantastic Four. Marvel something, I don't remember. It was the Fantastic Four line. And I remember it was Spider Man also, the X-Men line. I think it was Toy Biz
Yeah, probably
back in
Toy
the
Biz.
day.
Yeah, that's
Toy
that's
Biz.
what I would think. Toy Biz. Yeah.
Toy Biz. But not the Marvel Legends one, but the ones that were like 5 inches, 5 to 4 inches.
Sure. Yeah.
So it was from the cartoon, actually, the Fantastic Four cartoon, the X-Men cartoon, and stuff like that. So he was collecting that, and I was like, man, these look really cool. So I start picking up some figures, right, here and there. And then McFarlane came with his McFarlane Toys figures from
Yeah,
Spawn and all the stuff.
Todd's Toys back then. Yeah.
So I was like, oh my God, this is insane. So I start collecting McFarlane here and there. And then I will say the kind of like the thing that made the switch was Marvel Universe, the
Yeah.
3 3/4 inch Marvel.
That was Mattel.
Yes.
Mattel was
No,
doing
it was Hasbro.
Oh, it was Hasbro. Was it Hasbro?
It was
Okay,
Hasbro.
it was Hasbro.
The 3 3/4 super articulated figures. So I love the artwork on those packaging. It was like a blister card with a very cool artwork. And I remember back in the days I was watching YouTube, and I was watching this guy doing reviews called Ash Rock. Uh, Fast forward, now we're friends, right? He live in Chicago. He visited me here one day. I mean, we're really really good friends. He stopped doing YouTube, but he was the best at that back in the days, Marvel Universe. So I pretty much collect every single Marvel Universe character from that line,
Wow.
including the exclusives for the actually employees for Hasbro. So that was insane. It was like 3 figures, one Luke Cage, and 2 Black Widows.
Wow.
I was able to get them. They were super expensive back in the days. All the exclusive for the cons and stuff like that. That was my line. But then when I moved to United States, I kind of like finished collecting everything, and I start collecting Masters of the Universe classics.
Right. Beautiful.
So back, when I saw the first in 2008, I think I saw the first King Grayskull.
King Grayskull, yeah.
I was in shock with that, but it was kind of hard for me because I was still in Panama.
Mm-hmm.
So when I moved to United States, it was easier for me to get the figures. So I pretty much collect the whole line.
That is so good.
But yeah, that's pretty much what it is. I think if you ask me as an adult, what was the line who actually initiate everything, I will say Marvel Universe.
Gotcha.
3 3/4. Yeah.
Wow, that's great. I missed the boat on Master Universe Classics, so I'm glad that everyone has such fond memories. And of course, we have another guest coming in right now. He's been on the channel a couple of times, and honestly, he's a great photographer. If you guys haven't already, please definitely follow him, and of course, follow the Badass Reviews on Instagram. Both of them great photographers, guys. Please help us welcome one of the toy daddies themselves. No Chewing is in the house. What's going on, Chewy?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Man?
How you doing?
Not much, brother. Not much.
What's up, Jay? Carlos.
Yeah. What's
Carlos,
up?
I don't think we've been on a stream before.
No, never. This is the first time, actually.
I gotta say, man, every time I see you, I'm like, handsome guy. Handsome guy.
Nah.
You guys are killing it, both of you guys. Like
I'm an old guy. That's what I'm.
Yeah. Both of you guys are putting old guys to shame, man. We're all.
Hey, I'm turning 50 this year in October.
I'm right behind you. I'm literally right behind you, Carlos. I'm right behind
you. 50 years old, my friend.
I'm a little bit behind you guys.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Right behind you. Chewy, we're just exchanging stories. I was feeling melancholy tonight. You know what I mean? Like too much bad news going on in the world today. So I wanted to bring a couple of friends in and just talk a little bit about what's been going on in the world. How like with your world, not the world, because the world is crazy. The world is stupid right now. But I wanted to go around, and talk a little bit about people. But before we get to maybe a few of your stories, I wanted to just say hi to the chat. But even before that, I do want to ask Carlos. Carlos, I know you have an early day tomorrow. Did you want to just bow out right now, or can you?
No. I'm good, man. I'm good. Okay, cool. I'm still here.
Cool. Let's just say really quickly hi to everybody who's in the chat. Honor83, what's going on, brother? Marvel. Okay, so this is an AMA. So if there are any questions, I'll do them really quickly. Marvel and DC. I'm a Motu guy, but if I really had to if you put a gun to my head and say Marvel or DC, I think I would go with DC. I love Kingdom Come. I love Kingdom Come. I love gods and mortals, right? I'm really kind of into that. Like that's a very thing. And But if you had to say who my favorite superhero was, it would be Spider-Man, because one storyline that really touched me, and I keep talking about it, is Firelord versus Spider-Man. That's a it's a cosmic being versus a freaking friendly neighborhood dude. But of course, he had a cosmic help. But again, we didn't know that at the time. But yeah, that was a great one. So there you go, Andre. Good to see you, brother. Skeletor's in the house. Jay, did you get a chance to read Apex? Where is it? I met Skeletor at a toy show the other day, and he gifted me this. So I'm going to read it. I will. But I already have a bit of a spoiler as to who this guy is. I've already been spoiled a little bit. But if you guys are into Thundercats, this is definitely a great book. Everyone's talking about it. Everybody's reading it. Clint Jorgensen, what's going on, brother? Mr. Friday Night is back. Good to see you, brother. Frankie Rivera, let's go, Frankie. Paige MP, Wasabi, what's up, B? What's going on? Collector Phil, welcome to the graveyard shift, everybody. Yeah, we're back. We are back. Virgo Cool, one half of the Roughshod stocks. Good to see you, Virgo. Always good, guys. If you haven't already, check out the Roughshod stocks. We met them at Toylanta. They are awesome. Addy Boy's in the house. Yo, Jay, what's up? Hope your trip to the US was fun, dude. Guys, please check out Addy Boy. He does some amazing toy hunts in vintage locations. Him and I actually do have a video coming up. I'm trying to figure out how to really launch it. It's a bit of a strange situation with that, but I do have a video coming up with Addy Boy. So guys, check him out for sure. Virgo Cool, hey, and let's see here. Yep, tariffs are driving all of us loco, bro. All of us are freaking losing it right now. Anybody else we haven't said hi to? This is a good one. Addy Boy, good thing there are tariffs on vintage toys. Well, you would know. This man goes to the flea market every weekend. So definitely check out his hunts. They're epic. Alejandro Valdez, Star Wars got me in back when Star Wars was good. Ooh, that's shots fired right there, guys. Kenzo's in the house. Hey, Kenny, if you want to join us, please. You're always welcome to share some stories. Let me know if you need the link. Good to see Kenzo in the house. Killa Money Origins got me back into collecting again. Yep, it did for me. That's for sure. Collector Phil, Star Wars got me back into it too. 1999 college days. Yes, during the what's it called? The Phantom Menace and things like that, right? So everyone was getting back into it at that point. Frankie Rivera's in the house. What's going on, brother? Saying hi to Kenzo and anybody else. Kenzo just turned 47 yesterday. Happy birthday, Kenzo. We said it.
Happy birthday.
Young guy.
We said it on the streams. We did say it on the groups. Happy birthday to Kenzo. Guys, please wish Kenzo a happy belated birthday. The man is there. Alejandro's turning 50. He's right behind. He's right with you, Carlos. Alejandro's right there. Rodimus Prime. I'm loving my Constructicons. Ooh, yes. I had a glimpse of those today. Can't wait to get the 4 to make Devastator. I ordered from Super 7 for the first time and got Wild Bill's O-Ring. I think he looks pretty cool. Good. Anybody else? Frankie Rivera is wishing Kenzo a happy birthday. Kenzo, of course. Rodimus. Super 7 color change technology. Cold Slither O-Ring. Zartan can change him into color in the sun. That's awesome. Delta 17 is in the house. What's going on, Steve? Tariffs are temporary. Don't worry too much. China lives off of exports. They will be back down soon. I hope so, because I'm in a situation right now. Can't talk about it, but it is scaring the crap out of me. Rodimus Prime, happy birthday, Kenzo. Yes, everybody. Steve. Kenzo's in the house. And, of course, Delta 17. Shipments have been put on hold until the tariffs come down, and hoping they will be soon. Yes, I think we're all in that boat. Thank you, guys, for hanging out with us. It's always great to see all you guys. Now let's get on to Chewy's recollections and see. Chewy, how have you been, brother? What are you working on? And of course, how did you get into collecting? And have you always been in there? Did you stop for a while like the rest of us, or was it something else?
Right now, doing all the shtick that if you follow me, it's the same thing. You get a lot of cool toys. I've been working with Blockies at the moment, just showcasing their cool products, and I'm enjoying myself doing that. So I'm very, especially this week and with all the things happening in the world, I do feel blessed that I got some cool stuff going on. Other than that, I'm just enjoying the toys, trying to stay positive, because as you know, it can consume you. So I'm trying to look toward those brighter things. Really happy that most of my imports are coming from Japan. So they're in the I'm okay for now. And then other than that, the question about collecting, yeah, I'm like everyone else. I collected a lot when I was a kid. Um, I guess I haven't thought about why I got into collecting, other than, I had really awesome parents that wanted to get me toys that, of interest to me. But, as I was thinking about that, I was thinking about my mom, and like both of my parents immigrated to the United States, and they had to start over. They had to start over a few times in their lives. And if I think back on it, spoiling their kids was probably a lot for them, as much as for the kid, as much as for me. So when I think about that, I think about my mom just like buying me toys. But when I was real young, I don't think I was asking for the toys. I didn't know what was cool, but she would get me into Turtles and Batman and Star Wars and all this cool stuff. I had two older brothers that probably helped along the way, but they were 5 and 7 years older, so they were already beyond the toy days when I was entering that. Then I stopped for a while. High school, college, absolutely no money. Got back, the first job, again, pretty limited money, but in my early 20s. So I was going out a lot with friends. And then I went away for grad school and came back. My first job was in publishing. So I was working for a company, and I've read comics almost my entire life at that point, and they were distributing all those Marvel comic graphic novels. So I got into that, and I was in Boston, and I would walk by Newbury Comics all the time. And at that point, it was when Black Series started showing up. So I distinctly remember Luke Skywalker in the X-Wing pilot suit. And funny enough, I didn't buy it, but it got me into looking at toys again, particularly Star Wars and Marvel Legends. And for a while, it was just mutants. I love X-Men. And so, they were going through that weird thing where they would do like 5 mutants a year. Super easy to collect. So from like 2012 to 2016, 17, that's all I collected for Legends. And then it started booming out, and MCU became a thing. And yeah, that increased. Basically, I became an inbox collector very quickly. And it was only until pandemic where everyone was doing everyone just started collecting everything. And I saw a Disney Plus special with Mitchell Wu, who through this hobby I got to actually have conversations with. He'll answer my DMs, which is awesome. He'll give me photography tips, but he was on a special, and it was this awesome dude that just, he was just showing like simple equipment, having fun with his Marvel Legends. And that inspired me to take out my SLR and start taking photos myself. And that led to this hobby. And I was unboxing toys finally, because I was in a space and I needed the sanity. So I was unboxing things. And that led to my first live stream with my buddy Toy Father. It was over the Sentinel. He actually didn't know what I looked like. I was just messaging him, just like, freaking weird, right? Like, you're just messaging some dude on the internet. And he just said, "Hey, you should go live." And my initial response was, "That sounds awesome. How the hell do I do that? What button on Instagram is the live button?" Feeling like a very old dude. And so that what led me down years of live streaming. And now he's like, him and Yimbo and the boys from Between Two Sentinels are like my best friends. I like talk to them every single day. And I collect way too much stuff. Even to this point, I'm looking at the stuff that's been arriving each week and thinking, oh shoot, when does this slow down? Because when does like the tariff stuff start hurting? But I think I answered that question.
Yeah, absolutely. No, 100%. And you know what? Your story is echoed with many of our own stories. It's funny because like for me, yeah, I was out of toys for a long time. Like I was, my channel started as an anime channel. Longtime viewers of the channel will remember that. And it was pretty crazy because like I've been telling people for a long time, I started my channel because I didn't want to forget, because I'm getting old, man. Like, I go to one room to figure something out, and all of a sudden by the time I get to that room, I've already forgotten what I wanted to do in that room. So there's a bit of truth to that too. That's a joke, but there's a bit of truth to that. So I just did not want to forget. Like there's a whole bunch of cartoons which I remember, which people just have like, what the hell are you talking about? Like that's that's stupid, right? So I just wanted to put those things down in memory, and I thought YouTube was a really good thing for that. because I found a lot of great cartoons on YouTube that I remembered. So I thought this is a cool idea. Let me just maybe other people remember this stuff. And to my surprise, other people did remember it, right? And so it started this thing where we were just sharing, like little conversations on YouTube and stuff, and that's how it started. And then I just kept going with that. I started doing actual cartoons like Rocket Robin Hood, 66 Spider-Man, all these great, wonderful cartoons that I remembered from back in the day. The original Lord of the Rings, by Ralph Bakshi. You know what I mean? Like so many great memories. The Hobbit from Rankin and Bass. So many great stuff. But then the thing is, prior to that, sorry, just prior to that, I was collecting nothing but anime figures. Like back in the '90s, it was like all these freaking Kotobukiya, like Bandai, because SH Figure Arts didn't exist back then. You know what I mean? It was all the older, like really old stuff. Like Zabek. People don't even know what Zabek is anymore. Like Zabek has pretty much gone under, right? Lot of great companies that have come and gone. Yamato, right? So many different companies that were familiar in the '90s and now have been absorbed to other companies, right? And I was collecting Neon Genesis Evangelion. I was collecting, Record of Lotus War. I was collecting all these amazing animes at the time. Berserk, just really cool stuff in the '90s. And then it sort of dropped off because I started getting busy with my career, like we all do, just like you, Chewy. I just basically went right into my career. I was doing graphic design pretty much 24/7. I worked for so many different companies. I worked for I started my career in new home advertising. Then I moved on to sports and marketing. Right, I worked with like pretty much all the Major League Baseball teams, all the NHL hockey teams. I worked with basketball teams and stuff like that. And then I moved on to events, and that pretty much dominated my life. I had no life. I had my friends pretty much, they all spread out and did their own thing. So yeah, it was kind of weird at that time. Um, and then the freaking pandemic hit, man. Like that I think changed a lot of people's lives. I think a lot of people really changed around, what was it, 2019? I think 2019 is where things, or 2018, 2019. I can't remember exactly when.
That was
Or was it 2019 to 2020? It was one of those.
2019 to 20.
Yeah, 2019 to 2020, right? So around 2019, everything pretty much changed. Like all of our lives changed. And I remember at the time thinking to myself, because I watched Pixel Dan, I watched a whole bunch of different video game tubers, right? The gamers and stuff. And I remember Pixel Dan just was talking about how the Ghostbusters were going to come back because Hasbro Kenner was bringing them back. And I remember looking at that, I was like, God, I want those. You know what I mean? I just had that moment where I'm like, I need those in my life again. I need those Ghostbusters, right? The ones with the little squiggly streams and stuff. Because I remember having them and breaking those streams all the time because they were brittle as crap. And I remember my first hunt. I went to Toys R Us, and I didn't know that Toys R Us was closed in the United States. I didn't know that at the time. And I just basically dove in there and tried to find these things. And of course, I was stupid. I didn't know that they were exclusive to Walmart. Like I just heard that he was. I wasn't actually listening to the episode. I just saw the toys, and I'm like, I gotta go find these toys. And I ended up going to Toys R Us. I'm like, Toys R Us has everything. Like I've got to find them at Toys R Us. And no, of course they were not at Toys R Us at all. They were at Walmart, and nobody told me this. So I was in Toys R Us, and like a crazy person, I found nothing that I was looking for, but I found everything I wanted. Like it just opened up this huge floodgate. I said, "Wait, they're making Power Ranger toys? What? They're making GI Joes again? What?" Like literally, it was like Nirvana opened up, and I was like, "This is insane!" Right? And you can actually watch the video, go back and watch it. It was literally ridiculous. I lost my mind. Transformers. It was crazy. And of course, my brother Dex, he is a huge Transformers fan, but he hadn't collected Transformers in decades. So again, it literally opened up the floodgates. And what ended up happening that day was they were actually having a clearance on a whole bunch of toys, and I ended up taking like a crap ton of toys with me during a clearance. I was like, oh god, and that pretty much opened up the floodgates. It's crazy. And now look at us. You know what I mean? Like it's absolute bonkers how this happened. But you know what? I was talking to a couple of friends. Who was I streaming with the other day? I think it was Carlos and JP. This is a renaissance for action figures, guys. Like, what wouldn't you say that? Like, seriously, like this is an actual toy renaissance that we're living in right now. Like, action figures have come back in a massive way, and collecting has come back in a massive way. Um, I think we're living in a golden age again. So I'm really happy, and the people what really gets me is the people I've met. I met No Chewing. I met Carlos. Like, that's amazing. I can't believe I met you guys. Like it's very rare that we actually meet each other in person. You know what I mean? Like, the fact that I met both of you guys in person, and we had a great time. We hung out for a little bit. You know, it's so great, right? And I've seen No Chewing 3 times now,
Is
pretty
it
much.
3? Oh,
No, I mean, like, 3 separate times. Like, we
yeah.
bumped into each other at least 3 separate times. But at the very least, I've met in 2 different conventions. I met Chewy. I met all the toy daddies. I met a whole bunch of guys. I met what's it called? Pretty much so many people, and it's amazing when we all meet up, because we just take over our section. It's just like like people need to go around us whenever we all meet up. It's just crazy, right?
I
So
always think about that. We must piss off so many different vendors, just being like, "Oh, there's 20 people. None of them are buying my stuff. They're just blocking the front of my table."
it is so ridiculous. Yeah, it's just so funny. And yeah, I just it's just one of those things. What happened? What do you guys think of conventions? Are they useful? Are they not useful? Like, obviously, exclusives are a big thing for the bigger cons, but the smaller cons, like what's it called, Legion Con. I mean, we were all there, and we all had a great time. You know what I mean? And obviously, there's exclusives at Legion Con, but at the same time, I think Legion's Con was more about meeting with friends. You know what I mean? I think that was really a big part of the whole convention itself. Like, what are your favorite things about conventions, guys? Like, seriously, because lineups are not what I would consider fun. I don't consider standing in a line for 3 hours to get one toy that much fun. What are your thoughts there, Carlos? What are your thoughts about
I
convention?
mean, I love conventions because I'm able to like actually meet with people, right? Like my friends and stuff like that, and connect with other guys. Um, but like you said, like to me, I will say, and I have kind of like a slogan about Legion's Con, and I always say this, like, Legion's Con is about the people, right? Not about the toys. Um, Legion's Con is a very special con, like, to me, because most of my very very good friends goes there, and they're like part of the community. I mean, I'm a huge Four Horsemen fan since day one. Um, but yeah, that's different. But toy conventions, I mean, they're really cool. Aside from when I see you struggling in San Diego, that's a totally different story. I rather be at my house ordering everything online than be on those lines, like suffering on the sun, trying to see if I win the lotto to go and get my ticket. There's no way I will enjoy something like that.
Wait, Carlos, you don't like it when a certain company, I won't name names, you can only get the exclusive if you get a freaking bracelet that is randomly given out to people on a whim. Like, they just have to like your look. You don't like that type of selectiveness?
Man, like the biggest, I said the biggest convention I ever been is maybe MegaCon. That's it. I never been in New York Comic Con. I never been in Toy Fair. I never been in San Diego Comic Con. I'm planning maybe to go to New York Comic Con. That's the only one. But San Diego, honestly, with all the man, it's like too much. It's too much. It's not that I don't like people. I like to like gather with people and be around people. I love people. But the struggle just to be there, oh my god, no,
I
no.
totally understand it. With that said, I'm hoping to get a hotel room. This week was Hotel Apocalypse for San Diego, so I'm going back this year.
Like, I don't understand. I thought that did you? Oh, you already registered, right? So you already got your picks in.
Yeah.
And
I'll
okay,
find out next
so that's
week
what
if
you're hoping for. Yeah, because
I've been deemed with a hotel.
here's the thing about that, right? I did not get the email. I was pissed off.
You didn't get
I
the
did,
email?
I didn't get the email. I didn't get the
Oh,
email. So I'm gonna call them and ask them what's going on. Now, mind you, I already have something in place. I already have something in place. Like I already connected with a whole bunch of people to get into an Airbnb. So I'm not.
excellent.
Yeah, but I was just kind of upset that I didn't get the email. I was like, wait a second. Like everybody else seems to be getting this stupid email. I'm not getting anything. So I
If it
actually,
helps, Toy finally got the email. I didn't get the email.
yeah. Okay,
Like
so at least
that's super selective. Considering we got a badge through me. Like you know
yeah,
how like you can buy your
yeah,
friends some
yeah,
tickets. So I bought his. He
yeah.
got the email. I didn't get the.
See,
Email.
there's the thing, right? So I don't appreciate that. Like this is supposed to be an open lottery, right? It's supposed to like the early bird lottery was like months ago, right?
Yeah.
So and that was not cheap. Like those are actually more expensive than those are actually more expensive than the open lottery,
Yeah.
right? But if you're going to do that, you need to distribute the email to everybody. Like at
Mhm.
least try,
Oh, and
right?
buying a
So
badge is like.
yeah,
You know what?
Yeah,
Sorry
that's
to
so
interrupt you.
stressing
You
out.
know that Legion's Con hotel was up today
Today sold out
and it's
first
sold
batch.
out already.
Yeah,
holy
I
crap.
think it was in like 10, no, like maybe an hour, maybe.
Yeah.
With that
The main
said,
hotel, right? The main
do you
hotel.
guys get tickets? You guys are going back to Legion's Con this year?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
we are. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work, and we're trying to figure out if we can get a table together because both of us have things to show, as you guys know, right? As you guys know, we have a whole bunch of things to show off as well. But
Yeah,
yeah,
you
no,
guys
no,
are
the
busy creators.
oh god, I'm you know what? We're going on a whirlwind tour. Like between me and Danny, we're going everywhere we can. We're whoring ourselves out, man. We're literally like any convention that'll have us or can let us buy a table. We're pretty much there. But you know we're promoting a comic book, right? And I don't you know about that.
El Dragon.
Yeah, like we're promoting El Dragoon, our new comic book. You know,
Dragoon.
might as well full screen myself. I don't know, you know, just again, I'm whoring myself out here. So yeah, we got a comic book coming. Like me and Danny. It's all about
That's Mega J and Danny. Look.
yeah. That's
Totally see it. Totally
that's
see it. Well, you need what's the variant with the beard? Is this the younger Jay?
no,
That didn't
no,
have the
no.
beard yet?
Carlos is being stupid.
No. This is the storyline I'm playing now as well.
I
I'm with
know,
you,
right?
Carlos.
Everyone's making stuff up, but it's all good. But yeah, no, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's a luchador wrestling based comic book, and we're very excited about it. Like we have a whole bunch, a huge team, international too. Actually, we got a lot of people on this, and we're all very very excited about this. And I really want to bring this to as many conventions as possible. Try to
And people were really excited at Toylanta.
yeah, like people were eating it up, and we're very excited, and you know we're even trying to maybe get an action figure line going, but with everything happening right now, it's just not smart to
The common
to do.
word I've heard is pause. Everyone's
It's crazy.
pausing.
Like Carlos
Everybody
said,
was like,
yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
that's
Carlos
it.
is stuck. Like we're all sort of like in a Holden wait pattern, right? We're not 100% sure what we should do, right? So you know all of our partners, if you will, the people who know more than we do in terms of like action figure creation, they're basically saying, don't worry too much. This can't last for too much longer, and that's nice to say. But right now, it's killing everybody. So we'll see how it goes. Like you know, there's stuff. Pablo's in the house. What's
What's
going on, Pablo?
up?
Good to see Pablo.
Partner in the house.
Good friends of the channel, of course. Hung out with these guys all the time.
And childhood friend.
Yeah, Frankie Rivera. Well, I own some, but not much. You know, we toys never stop, man. Blake, Recon Rage, what's going on, brother? I got my room for 4 days. Oh wow,
Oh.
congratulations.
Nice.
Yeah, I got a room, but the only one was like just a king bed. That's it.
All right, we're all sleeping in the same bed. Big Rib, what up, fellas? Jay, my man, what's going on, Big Rib? Big Rib, thanks again for that super chat, man. You are awesome, brother. Huge shout out to Big Rib. Blake, cool artwork. Yeah, we're trying, brother. We're trying. Page MP looks badass. Again, I hope you guys like it. And some of the prints are on sale. We're going to be putting up the website really soon, so you guys can pick up some prints, help support the Kickstarter and the crowdfund. Which thankfully books are easier to ship than freaking action figures. Commander Starbra, what's going on, bro? What's going on, brah? First time getting into collecting was mid half of 2018 with my 3 favorite masters, Transformers and G.I. Joe. Now we got 2 rooms full of stuff. That's how it happens, man. You know what? Who was it? It was Hatter who said that the space is the enemy of collectors. He's right. Space is absolutely
Space and money.
Same here, Carlos. King Bad, $195 a night.
Yeah, that's what I pay.
Wow. When those when the hotels know that something's up, they jack it, man. They jack it because
I think I don't know if they made changes since last year, but last year they had about, I think, at least 2 different windows of hotel blocks, and then close to like a month or 2 before the con itself, rooms became available again. So I hope that the hotel realized again you shouldn't
That's
rent
how
out this
Dave
hotel out.
found a room.
Carlos basically warmed me up to the idea that was a thing. Like some people even have to cancel. So what happened was, I think Carlos on one of his Facebook groups, I think it's Legion's Con Facebook group. He basically said some people were offering up the rooms, and when nobody took it, it went back on the market. So I swooped in and grabbed it as fast.
Because the thing is, like, right now is the FOMO, right? Like everybody's the hype and stuff like that. But down the road, I know people will cancel, and I always said be patient with that, because I mean, like, so far, like, just the only ones that were available when I checked was like the king size bed. I mean, like, and at that price, 195, I think was.
Yeah. No worries, Peter. It's always great to see you guys. Thanks for being here tonight. And Peekaboo, great figure. Honestly, Motu Classics, amazing figure. And no matter what, all the She-Ra line and Motu Classics was amazing. And again, I'm hoping that thanks to the 40th anniversary of She-Ra, they'll be bringing out more characters from the Princess of Power, because honestly, they've been sorely lacking, to be perfectly honest with you. But yeah, it's been a crazy time for toys, guys. I mean, like, things just don't seem to be letting up yet. But that doesn't mean that people aren't still collecting. I mean, it's pretty crazy. Thanks to our friend over at Statoverse on Facebook. Guys, if you haven't already, please follow Statoverse on Facebook. He's doing a lot of great, as they are announced, features on action figures. And he had a lot of things to cover this year. The first of which, of course, is the Thundercats Master Universe. Guys, quickly, what are your thoughts about this line? Like, are you guys both into Master? Like, this is a line I think a lot of people have always wanted. The 2 toy lines really do cross paths rather well. But what are you guys' thoughts, really quickly? Because I know Carlos and I went through this a little bit, but just an overview. Chewy, are you interested in this line at all? Are you collecting Origins, or like what are you?
I'm somewhat interested. I collected a bunch of the Massiverse line for the first few waves. And I've been collecting actually through Channel J last year. I won the Motu Turtle Wave 1 set.
That's right.
And that led me down a low path. My son and I really got into it because of that. So I got some of the cartoon classics, and we started watching season 1. So I got into both those 2 lines. I don't Thundercat, so I'm not sure if I'm terribly into this. It definitely looks cool. Particularly Battlecat, something about that. I love that look.
Everyone loves Battlecat. Battlecat, man. He looks amazing. Yeah, I remember it was MF Toys got you into that, right?
Yeah. And I didn't realize that it was going to go away so quickly. The Motu Turtles. It's over. It's done. And I was hoping it would go on.
I'm hoping it's not as done as they're saying. Because I thought it was a pretty good line. But when something new and shiny comes up, I guess they did what they did. But it could have just been a very, very short line, right? But and of course, Carlos, you and I talked about it. I'm in love with this line. I want to see more, but I think you and I agree. There's something wrong with Panthro. Something wrong. Something's going on with Panthro that needs to be fixed.
Kind of.
Oh my gosh, just so much fun. Frankie Rivera, Thundercats ho! Yes, Thundercats ho, my friend. And you know what? I did want to say this really quickly. But MP loved, ordered, waiting for the last three. It's going to be crazy, guys. The Battle Cat is awesome. Yes, Peter, Battle Cat is ridiculous. Rodimus, only buying the Thundercat characters. Okay, that's fine. They'll fit in with your Cat's Lair. They'll fit in really nicely with your Cat's Lair. Commander Starbra, I think they'll do better than Turtles Griskull. That's a pretty big statement. Well, we shall see. We shall see. Yeah, Frankie, those arms. Yeah, dude, they are really long. Page MP, I need the She-Ra and Catra Thundercats. Oh, that would be cool. That would be really, really cool. Commander Starbra, can't wait for the mutants. I'm hoping that they do show up eventually. And short bus Panthro. But you don't have the Cats there. I know. Well, you know what? There's still opportunities to buy it. But I did want to mention about the Cat's Lair. Chewy, did you go into the Cat's Lair? I guess you don't have room, right?
I did not. Toy Father definitely did though.
Yeah, I remember. He opened up the thing. It was glorious. He didn't have much damage. It was just a little bit of the box, right?
I don't even think it was the box. I think his was like pristine.
Good. I'm glad. Because people who did have damage to their boxes as well as damage to the Cat's Lair, as of last week, people have actually started receiving rebates on the damage to their Cat's Lair.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow.
So if tell Toy Father that if there is any damage, even on his box, he should report it because he could get his shipping back. That's $100.
Oh, really?
So
Wow.
yes, please tell him because
Yeah, they pay me the $100.
there you go. Right, I reported my damage, and they did say that my shipping will be returned to me. So, and it takes about 10 days, but don't we're all owed that. The ship, everything should have been taken a lot more care of. I think the way it was handled was not great. They used to be the gold star in protecting collectibles, and then this happened. So it was a bit of a letdown. Quite a bit of a letdown. So yeah, please tell everybody. Chewy, tell everybody. Don't just tell Toy Daddy. Tell everybody. Alejandro Valdez, can't wait to see the Thundercats villains line up. This would be cool because right now there's really only one villain. I mean, they're all ganging up on this gigantic Skelra. Peter, I'm still planning on the bank heist to buy one. That again. How much are these going to be when they finally land, right? But hopefully everything will be fixed by then. And Frankie got his refund. Congratulations, brother. Glad you got it. Cats are always better than turtles. Ooh, shots fired, dude.
That's a rough one.
Shots fired, man. Peter agrees. Oh my gosh, everybody's ganging up on the turtles, man. Jay, I don't want the Cat's Lair period. Okay, bro. I was just making a suggestion. I mean,
yeah, that's right. He wants a turtle lair. And
he wants the arc. Come on, Rodimus. You want the arc. You want the arc.
Could you imagine the day the arc is a HasLab that's like $1,000?
Well, the arc actually got released already, right? It's a Titan class, and it's not going to fit anybody.
I want this to fit things.
I know you want the big one, right?
Yeah.
That would be cool. Justin Mohan is in the house. Yeah, Mega J on Friday night. What's going on, brother? Good to see Justin. Haven't seen him in a while. Peter, I'll take his. Page MP, cats are oh my gosh, all you guys, what's going on?
Team Cats?
Holy crap. You guys are starting an animal war. What's going on here? Have you seen the SNZ Krang and Stay Puft mashup? I saw something like that. Chewy, Carlos, did you see that?
Yeah, that's a Kickstarter, right? It's a statue.
Yeah, it's a statue.
Is it a statue or is it a vinyl figure?
It's a vinyl.
Vinyl, sorry.
Yeah,
it's
vinyl.
Articulated vinyl.
It's a vinyl.
So it's got limited articulation, but it's just one really stylized mashup, right? So
yeah,
that's cool.
It looks great. It really does.
Yeah, Rodimus would rather have G.I. Joe. See, that's now there is a good idea for a next HasLab, but we might you know what. What's going to happen with HasLabs going forward, guys? Like seriously, what's like right now? How many HasLabs are going to be delivered in the next how many HasLabs are going to be delivered in the next year? I mean, like there's the Rattler, right? The Rattler's coming, right?
The Ecto 1A.
The Ecto 1, right? And what's it called? What is it? The Star? Yeah, Star something. I can't remember his name anymore. The combiner. right? Like
Yeah.
they just like, what's gonna happen? Because they haven't landed yet. Like, oh my god,
I
can
think a
you?
lot a lot of these ones are going to, those are done. I think
Yes,
I think they'll swallow.
they
I think
better.
for the most part, any additional tariff or whatever costs to get swallowed. But I think going forward, I wouldn't be surprised if there's no announcements.
No,
If
me
this
too.
keeps up, no announcements of a
I
HasLab.
think everything will be on hold, and I hope that they might consider this. I hope that they just rent a warehouse and hold on to everything until like I'm willing to wait. I'm willing to wait, but not more than a year. You know what I mean? They got to figure something out. But
Well,
again, I don't think it's going to last a year. I think this is going to be
some of these big companies have factories in Singapore,
okay. Yeah, fine. Like,
so they may switch factories to Singapore to do their stuff. And of course, there are not that many, so they're gonna have like pretty much the first, like they're gonna be the first in line out of everybody else.
yeah.
So
No,
yeah,
you're right because again, they're the biggest clients, right? So that
yeah.
that should happen. But yeah, it's going to be a very interesting situation. So we'll see what happens. Um, so this was an interesting post. We got apparently new announcements for Masterverse figures, but one of them was already. So this is the weirdest thing. They had a planogram of releases, and the one figure that says coming soon was already announced at Toy Fair. So this was a head scratching moment for a lot of us. But they did release two other figures, Tila and Cobra Khan.
They look
Uh,
incredible.
they look amazing.
They
I'm
look
really excited
good.
for Tila. But Cobra Khan, I'm interested in that. He also comes with the claw, so it
Yep.
actually that's interesting because it's a bit of Cobra Khan, but it's also a bit of what was the other character? Help me here, Carlos. Um,
Which
the
one?
the other one, the one that was only from Argentina. Um,
But
uh,
which one you're trying to say? Like
Cobra Khan. Cobra Khan. He doesn't usually have claws. He has
Camo
like
Can.
Camel Khan. That's right. So it's interesting that he has his claw because this is actually part of Camel Khan, right? So does that mean that he's both Cobra Khan and Camel Khan? So that's an interesting. But this is New Turnia, so that's
But
really
that's gonna be like interchangeable hands, I believe.
yeah. But that's what I mean. Like, is he both? Right? I'm curious as to how that
Hmm.
works. Right? So that's neat. And then of course Ninjor sold out immediately. This guy went up for pre-order and he was gone within like an hour. It's crazy. People are really going crazy for Ninjor.
Yeah, I got Ninja. I have the Chira. And when did they announce those are gonna be for pre-order? The other three, the
These
Hordak,
ones
the Tila, and the Cobra Can.
they haven't now, right? Because I'm thinking that they're on hold now too, right? I think that a lot of these figures, Blade is a mystery now. Same thing with Stratos, right?
Stratos is vintage collection.
Yeah, this is a new one, a new Stratos for vintage. So this is based on the vintage collection.
But,
It's
but
not.
I love the fact they changed the chest, man.
Yeah,
Wow.
I love the vintage collection is what I always wanted. I wanted the bigger chest versions of the He-Man characters. So I'm very happy that they're continuing with the vintage collection. Because Zodak looks amazing, so does Stratos, so does Faker looks awesome, right? With the removable tape deck. That's crazy. And then of course Blade, who was just like absolutely crazy for the movie version. He looks amazing, and huge shout out to Eternia Royalty, who did a preview on it because he won it in a contest. So great stuff there. Yeah, the new Eternia line is looking really really good. So I'm really happy about that. What are your thoughts about She-Ra and her 40th anniversary, guys? Like, were you guys She-Ra fans growing up?
I mean, I was watching the cartoon. I wasn't like buying the toys or anything like that, but I was watching the cartoon. And back in the days when I was collecting Motu Classics, I have all of them. But I mean, this one looks great. I mean, I like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she looks excellent. I didn't watch the cartoon growing up, but I did watch all the seasons of the was it the 2015 Netflix She-Ra?
Yep.
And I loved that. That was great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of people were very fond of that, and don't know if that's ever going to get another season, but I think it's going to be very much like Thundercats, which never actually got their last season, which is unfortunate. I'm hoping that Netflix changes their mind about that. That would be
Oh, was
that would be
Shira? No, they as far as I know, it ended properly.
no, but they were hoping for another season. You know what
Oh,
I mean? They
were
were
they
hoping.
really? Oh,
Yeah, I think all the fans were hoping for one more season, right?
that. Oh,
I think that all the fans were hoping for that.
yeah. I could see where
Because
they could have gone with it, but it
yeah,
felt like a conclusion. But finales.
yeah. But there's always a chance in the future. I mean, things have been resurrected for less, so that's always fun. Hopefully we'll see. So I always have to ask this question. I know Carlos is already rolling his eyes on this one, but because I keep talking about it, but I might as well ask Chewy. Chewy, is this a bang or a bust for you for the ultimate Hulk? What's your thoughts on Ultimate Hulk?
I think
Maximum Hulk. My
I don't think it's a bang. I don't think it's a bust. It's somewhere between. To be honest, I pre-ordered it. I liked what I saw, but it's not. It didn't wow me by any
Yep,
means. But there's enough here that I did want.
sure.
I wanted to see what that silicone soft torso, you know, provided. I like the colors of this Hulk more than the anniversary Hulk that I do have. And besides that, I only have one cartoon Hulk, so I'm not with that camp that has bought a version of Marvel Legends Hulk every time it's come out. So I'm in a position where I'm okay buying this one.
Yeah. I think Carlos and I went through this on his stream, and I think JP's right. I'm a little disappointed because they used. It's pretty evident now because Carlos already brought it up with his version of the last Hulk that there is about, I say, 60 to 65% reuse here. Right, the
Yes.
legs are obviously the same, the arms are obviously the same, the midsection is probably the same, but his feet, his hands, his head, and of course that torso. And even though we saw a little bit of it in the stream, until you get it in hand, it's really hard to make a judgment call on this one. You know what I mean?
I
So
don't think it's going to, I've been playing with this one for
yeah,
since I got it a couple weeks ago,
yeah, yeah.
and I love it.
Me too.
It's very super articulated. Like I love,
Yeah,
like I can do anything with this one.
yeah.
Even more so than
Carlos is waiting to play with it. Bring it back up. That's the maximum series right there.
Yeah,
So
I love that figure. I'm man, I'm waiting and waiting for that one to arrive.
yeah,
But yeah, I mean, to me, that Hulk is not maximum; is more likely minimum. Uh, it is. It is like maybe 70, 75, 80% the old Hulk. Just that torso. I got it because I want to review it. I got it because I'm curious, like you say, about the soft rubber material on the top. I want to see if they're gonna be able to pull that like Storm Collectibles or 1,000 Toys. I'm really curious about that. That's mainly the reason because I got the Hulk. But yeah, I mean, let's see how it goes.
yeah.
yeah.
I don't think it looks terrible, but it's probably that. Yeah, there's a lot of reuse. There's no arguing that point at
No, yeah,
all.
I love that. I love that Hulk. I mean, I have the 40th anniversary. I have pretty much all like the Gray Hulk. I have the Maestro Hulk, the Red Hulk. But I like the body. I like the sculpting and everything. But come on, dude. Like, really? You know?
So
Yeah, but
I I
go
know
ahead,
that
go ahead.
there's a lot of reuse here. I think I think there's a part of me that also didn't want the I didn't want another because I have the other one and I've seen these legs before. I would have liked if he had his like superhero spandex instead of the ripped up stuff to to give us a different type of Hulk. But you know, there's a lot of things. Yeah, you could say like, well, you could have done this or that, but it looks fun. I think it was Unparalleled Universe that said it. It's just like if they put the word maximum on this, there'd be almost no comment about it. They'd be like, "Oh, okay, cool."
No, I totally agree. And what I was saying with JP and both of us pretty much agree. This is more like this one, and unlike the Maximum Spider, which you're holding, which actually is, in my opinion, a Maximum Spider. It's a brand new figure, a top down. No matter what anybody says, it actually is. You can compare them. I compared them directly, right? Renew Your Vows and Maximum, and everything is brand new. Unlike that, though, this one is quite a bit of reuse, and this is more like Hulk 2.0 from the last Hulk. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And putting the Maximum moniker on it, which is what that is that you're holding, that's actually a Maximum. This is more like, and I'm not trying to belittle it, but Carlos is right. There was minimum effort on this one as a whole, right? There was a lot of reuse, but what they did here, I think, is good in so much that if you were actually to do a full Hulk maximized with brand new arms, brand new legs, brand new torso, everything, he'd be $80. You know what I mean? I think that's really the problem because he's a brand new buck, he's a brand new everything, just like Maximum Spider.
I would say he'd probably be closer to 100.
That's what I mean.
But I would say, like, just at least trick us, dude. Take the pins out, reuse the same mold to do everything else. Just make him pinless.
A little bit more effort, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, but
so we're not like, oh my god, it's exactly the same. Like,
yeah,
at least
I see what you're saying.
give me that, and I will say, well, at least they took the pins out.
I know.
Well,
but then
when they go pinless, and no, I'm not even disagreeing. Yeah, new legs, way better of an idea. For when they go pinless, it's a new mold, right? They can't just like the mold has the hole, like the unless.
But for example, with that one, they can reuse the lower tide and make a mold for that specific part. I don't know if it makes sense. Like when they assemble the knee, you just need the top part and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Because the bottom is still covered. Because the bottom has an overlay.
There's an overlay. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Okay.
But that's what Carlos is saying, that there should have been another overlay, right? But again, as I said, if even with that effort, like, because again they would have to do a little bit more. I think that they were trying to keep the price point down for this one because of the reaction for the price of Maximum Spider, right? I mean, how much was that Hulk when you picked him up, Carlos? He was like 45, 50?
It was $40.
Yeah. Which one?
The one you have. The one
I have, like 40.
Yeah, $40, right? So this
40 something. 40 something?
Okay, let's say 45. Let's say 45, right? If he was $45, this is $15 more, right? So I think they did enough for $15. If this had been a full new figure as Maximum Spider was, I think that Chewy's right. I think it would have been $80 to $100.
Well, I pay $50 for that one at Best Buy.
Okay, all right. Oh no, this one you paid.
Yep.
$50 for this
one. Yeah.
That was a weird. That was a whole weird situation.
I mean, that's awesome. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
They messed up.
Let's hope they honor it, right? But that's $50 for this one. But for whatever reason, it's $50 for this one, $59 on BBTS, and for whatever crazy reason on Entertainment Earth, it's $75.
That's weird, right?
All over the place.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, I mean, I have it right here. BBTS $59.89, and here's the thing: excludes tariff surcharge. That scares the crap out of me, right?
Yeah,
that really scares the crap out of me. But again, 6 months from now,
doesn't have this. They exclude tariff surcharge. So
I know.
I don't know if that would change tomorrow. Might change next week, but
it might. And then of course, Entertainment Earth.
Well, hey, this will probably go on sale on Entertainment Earth later this year.
Yeah, exactly. But that's the thing. Like, are some company, and you know what? People are accusing Big Bad Toy Store of hiking prices on in stock items, which is so strange. Like anything in stock should not be subject to tariffs, in my opinion. What are your guys' thoughts on that? Like, that's just, and that's all hearsay. I haven't actually seen it, but there are people who are saying it right now. But what are your guys' thoughts? I don't think anything that's already in stock should ever be subject to tariffs. That's ridiculous, in my opinion. Like, that should not happen.
Well, yeah, I mean, it makes sense, right? Because you have already your product here in the United States.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I don't know if they're. Yeah, it's already here. It makes no sense. Anything on pre-order, yeah, I guess that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's different, right? But anything that's already landed and before the tariff, it makes no sense to me. Miguel Bernal, hola amigo. What is up with the tariffs? I live in Mexico City and buy a lot of things at BBTS right now. There's a lot of uncertainty about the prices of some action figures. So on that, might as well bring that up. Unfortunately, Big Bad Toy Store actually made a statement about the whole situation, and again, it's one of these things where the statement is it's an overall interesting statement, but at the same time, there's no answer. There's no right or wrong answer to this. So this was sent out by Joel himself, Joel Boblet. Um, he is the owner, I got right, guys. He's the owner of Big Bad Toy Store.
Joel, yes,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
the owner.
yeah. So it goes on to say that right to everybody to share how we are trying to work to handle this rapidly escalating tariff situation. I want to be transparent and honest about the impacts of these tariffs. It's a complex situation. Apologizing upfront for the rental of the note, but I feel it's important to be clear as possible in this difficult time. So for 25 years, we were operated as a family-owned business under a 0% tariff rate. Several months ago, 10% tariff was enacted, and then it went up to 20, and in April it went up to 34, bringing us to 54%. Last night it went up another 50. Was added on April 9th. An additional 21 was added, bringing us to 125% tariff on Chinese goods. Vietnam is subject to 46% tariff, but appears that this has been reduced back to 10 for the next 90 days. These two countries manufacture 90% of the goods that we sell. That is frightening. That is frightening, guys. And I have heard that it's actually gone up to 145% for China.
Yeah.
So this is getting ridiculous. The impact going forward, unfortunately, is going to result in retail prices increasing on products impacted by tariffs, including new and open pre-orders. We are working hard to minimize these increases through discussions with our vendors, deploying the most efficient importing processes, and ultimately sharing directly in the financial plan. So who pays the tariffs? Tariffs are a tax on U.S. customers. Foreign governments do not pay these tariffs. U.S.-based companies who import these goods are directly responsible for paying the tariffs, and ultimately U.S.-based customers pay for them through their higher-priced products. We are devastated that it has come to this, and we will continue to work hard to minimize the impact on you. How and when will prices change? In the past month, we have raised prices in a manner that will be inclusive of expected tariffs, while also honoring previously pre-ordered prices. Unfortunately, the dramatic increase in tariffs levels has now made this approach impossible. So they go on to say that to minimize confusion, we'll be changing newly affected pre-order prices to include listings reflecting our normal non-tariff price, but we'll also add a notice indicating that the tariff surcharge will be added at the time of the product's arrival. And that's what we saw with the Hulk. If you look at it, it says right underneath that it is excluding tariff surcharges. So they will be added once they arrive and then added afterwards, which is insane. Our customer service team will always be ready to help with any issues that arise with the situation, and we will be very flexible given the circumstances. Today, we expect the surcharge may be between 15 and 40% of the pre-order price. Holy crap.
I got a question, Jay. So they increase the prices on in-stock items?
No, that's what people are saying. I'm not saying that it's true.
That's a speculation. Yeah.
I don't know if it's actually true, but people are saying that they saw firsthand that it was a certain price the day before, and then the next day it was another price.
Because
So-
I'm looking here at the Spider Boy, right? Which is a figure that is already everywhere.
Sure.
And they have in stock, and it says $27.99. So I'm
Yep.
not, you see? Like, I don't know what was the price before.
No, I believe it wasn't it? It was 20. Was it 27, 25?
It should. Most places carries it at 25.
25, $24.99.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Big Bad normally tax on $1 or
They
$2.
do a little, like sometimes, yeah. So
Yeah,
it's.
I know
it's tough to say.
GameStop does it sometimes.
In Legends? I don't think in Legends.
But again, this is exactly what people are saying. Like they're saying that they saw it at one price the day before, and then pretty much as soon as this announcement came out, all of a sudden certain things were affected. Now it could just be the system acting weird because we have seen in the past the Big Bad Toy Store does have higher prices on certain items, and then all of a sudden, like Tidarium Hanger, who's in the chat,
See,
actually,
and Target is 24.99.
Yeah. I mean, Mike over at Tidarium Hanger said pretty much has actually shown screenshots of that actually happening. So
wow.
it is an interesting situation. But again, I have no proof of this. Okay, I haven't seen it with my own eyes. I literally have no proof of this. Peter says Spider-Boy will be going to Ollie's, I think. Jeez Louise, dude.
He's right.
I mean, if you see it in Ollie's, grab it. My son has this one. It's a good figure. It's fun.
I have him. I mean, it's fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I have no issues with the figure, but yeah, if you see it at Ollie's, grab it for $6.
Tidarium Hanger, does making it a gift with a value of $20 avoid tariff? No. It's about where it's manufactured, unfortunately. It doesn't matter if it's a gift or not. I think no matter what, as soon as you try, because we could be trying something very interesting with Canada now that a vote has been passed to bar the tariffs from Canada. But it'll be an interesting situation, bar none. Sculpt Viper Tommy, what's going on, Tommy? Always good to see the Sculpt Viper himself. He's doing all the hard work, man. He's doing all the hard work. That little mouth creeps me out.
I mean, I don't know the lore. I just assumed that Spider-Man had a sidekick at one point. I didn't realize he had like some weird mouth heads.
Yeah.
Does he have a little mouth? I can't even see it.
Yeah. He has. Keep scrolling.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I gotta see that. Where is it? Tell me where it is. Oh
there
shit!
Right there.
Oh crap! That freaked me out, man. What is he, a vampire? Like, holy crap!
I think it's weirder because of the blue on the inside of the mouth too. It's not like an open mouth.
Oh my god!
So it's even weirder.
That is some dude. That is some freakiness right there. Is he a mutant? Like, does he have all those eyes? Is he like Cobra Commander? Like, that is freaky.
I don't know what's the story behind that character, to be honest with you.
That is some freakiness right there.
All I know is that I think after Spider-Geddon, he showed up saying like, "Hey, it's me," and no one remembered him. So he kind of has that Sentry origin. He's Spider-Man's sidekick that people forgot, apparently.
Oh man, that's gonna haunt me tonight. Thank you, Tommy. Dear God.
You only get that for late night J streams.
Jeez Louise, man. Is he what? Is he like Blue Beetle? Does this thing?
That's my impression.
Yeah. Which is the wrong universe, but I mean, like, you know, they kind of
dabble.
On his back, right?
They borrow from time to time.
I'm thinking.
Oh well, guys, I gotta go.
Okay. Thanks for hanging out, Carlos. Carlos, what are you working on, brother? And how can people reach you? Because you know what, Carlos is working hard. He's the hardest working man in streaming, man. It's like
and everything.
Everything.
Well, guys, I mean, as always, badass reviews on YouTube for all toy reviews. Actually, I have a pile of stuff that just came from Joy Toy. If you're into Joy Toy Warhammer or their new line Strife, just check my videos. I just did a review on the gladiators, the Roman gladiators. They're insane, awesome. So I have some Warhammer coming too. Instagram, go to the badass reviews for toy photography, toy news, and stuff. Go to my TikTok also, and of course From the Realm, working hard on those prototypes. For what's coming, we don't know yet. It's in pause right now, but I mean, we're crossing fingers that everything goes well.
Huge shout out to the Badass Reviews. Guys, please subscribe to Carlos over the Badass Reviews. He's doing amazing work. And of course, please check out From the Realm. We're gonna throw that up really quickly before Carlos leaves. On Instagram, it is instagram.com/from_the_realm. These guys are killing it. We spent some time with these guys at Toylanta, and they had a huge standing ovation for during the panel. Of course, there's Carlos.
Who's that guy?
Who is that guy? Showing off all of their prototypes, soft goods, everything about this. It was freaking amazing to see that. And of course, they actually gave away a torso, a bust of the prototype, and that was a lot of fun. And guys, they got some new heads coming, new prototypes. It's amazing to see these. Really excited for this line. And guys, you can see them at upcoming shows, including the Legion's Con 2025. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hope you guys support From the Realm. You can definitely
They can
follow them.
join the group, the Facebook group.
Yep. Follow them on Instagram, instagram.com/from_the_realm, and on Facebook /from the realm. You can join them here for all the news and oh, what the heck? That didn't work. Why not?
Yeah, you're
Wow.
banned. You're not allowed.
I'm banned.
He's banned.
Carlos
What
blocked
the
you.
heck?
I know.
Woohoo! I'm banned. Why not? I can't do it. All right. Anyway, but it is there, guys. It is. Actually
Let me go. Let me share the. Let me share with you.
No, I'm gonna fix this. Hold on for a second, guys. Wait a second.
Oh, I can share these.
There
Share
it is.
screen.
I found it.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it. It wants to see the group name, the group number. It doesn't like it doesn't like the actual thing. If it'll come on, there we go, guys.
Right.
Follow the. I was banned for 2 seconds, but I'm back now. So, guys, follow From the Realm. What the heck? Stop it! What is technical difficulties? So yeah, guys, definitely. If you want to keep up to date with all of the crazy images that were shown at Toylanta, you've got to follow From the Realm on Facebook. Join the group. You guys can see some amazing soft goods, the new prototypes, and everything that was displayed at the show. And you can see this handsome gentleman showing everything off. And of course,
actually, that thing right there. I mean, just go to the Purple Gangan YouTube channel. They record all the panel that day. If you want to know more about the line, just go there and check my panel.
Yep, it was so much fun. But definitely follow them on Instagram, follow them on Facebook. I want to give a huge shout out once again to my good friend Carlos of the Badass Reviews. Carlos, we'll see you next time, okay, brother? Have a good weekend.
Thank you for having me, dude.
Take care,
no Chewy.
Take care, Chewy. That's what he said. But it's great. Now there are only two of us, the two handsome Asian guys. So it's all good, brother. Tariff Hanger, Mike. What if at the end of this we actually see worldwide free trade and no tariffs at the end of that? Would be excellent. I'm not gonna lie. That would be incredible. But we're having some really short-term pain to get there, brother. Like that is insane. Peter, Carlos is cool. He's a badass, man. That's why he's called the Badass Reviews. Sir Gerlich, I keep getting this wrong. Sir Gerlich Cage Esquire. So it's supposed to be Sir Green Lantern. There it is. I forgot. Sir Green Lantern Cage Esquire. Sir Green Lantern Rick Cage Esquire. I got it.
There we go.
I got it this time. It took a second.
In my mind, when I was reading it quickly, I was like, Sir Garlic. I'm like, oh, that's cool. No,
That's what I said.
Definitely not garlic.
I said the exact same thing the first time. I was like, Sir Gerlich Cage. No, it's Sir Green Lantern Rick Cage Esquire. And now Rick is going to say, you guys finally got it. Tariff Hanger. Look up Super 700 cats that are in stock. They just went up 10% on BBTS. So Mike is paying attention to this. He has showed it a couple times. So if it's actually happening, that is not cool. If it's in stock, that is not cool. If it's a pre-order though, Mike, I think I'm going to give them a pass because they don't know what's going on.
I think there's a couple things about Big Bad is that they sometimes are a little bit pricier. I particularly think about that with SH Figure Arts or Mafex. They tend to be, a little bit higher. I know with Tobey Maguire Mafex, it's at 120. I think that's a little higher than they normally have Mafex figures listed as. But I will say, aside from the pricing issue, their customer service is fantastic. Yes. I've had issues in the past, and they are not issues for long, which is great as a collector.
I totally agree with that. On a funny note, since we're there, and since this is going to be interesting for you, I'm sure. I thought this was fascinating. The Minecraft movie is breaking records. And Chewy's laughing his butt off because he knows where I'm going with this.
Yeah, I got it.
Did you take your kids to see it?
I'm going tomorrow, and I told my daughter, and she's like, I don't really want to deal with this. She's like, what if someone throws soda at me? I'm like, I
Is
don't
that I
know.
heard
What if I have to fight a teenager? I don't want to get in this situation myself over a Jack Black film.
I heard there is some stupid thing going on with that. Is there a TikTok thing going with
Yeah,
that? Like
it's some bullshit happening right
that is
now.
ridiculous.
Yeah,
People are stupid.
stupid. It's trash in the theater, and these are nicer theaters now. Like
Yeah.
Jay, you remember when we were growing up? It was just like these seats suck, and they're super tightly
Oh
like
yeah.
close to each other. These are like
Sticky floors.
yeah, these are leather recliner seats for most of the theaters by
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
It's like and they're trash like soda and popcorn.
Just
It's a
stupid.
shame.
It's just dumb.
And
And you know
also,
like
it's talking over a movie, and it's just the pet peeves. Like, shut your
yeah.
mouth and watch the movie. It said at the beginning of the movie to go get your snacks, but then turn off your cell phone and shut up.
You know what? This TikTok generation is killing me, man. Like seriously, basic respect. You know, all these IRL streamers now, they're all going down the wrong path, and now they're getting punished for it. Anybody in Asia who's an
Oh,
IRL streamer,
Philippines?
watch out. Okay, watch out. Vitali is not getting out. Vitali's not getting out for years, man. He's
Yeah.
not getting out for years, and he's in the worst prison. He's like in one of the worst Filipino prisons. It is ridiculous.
What type of disrespect do you like thought process in their minds? Like, yeah, I'm gonna go to another country and pull this nonsense.
It's because those other countries traditionally were very tolerant, right? Because if you try to do that in the United States, somebody would shoot you. You know what I mean? If you went to a cop and tried to take his firearm, he would pull it out and basically shoot you in the knee. You know what I mean? Like that's actually what would happen to you. So in the Philippines, they're actually rather. And if you actually like, I'm following it now because again, I'm Filipino. It's on the Filipino news, all this stuff. So he literally tried to steal some security guard's firearm. Like it was dumb. Like that was the dumbest thing that could get him in a lot of like not could. It already has.
It's
right?
like every country that will get you into some trouble.
Machu's in the house. What's going on, Machu? Good to see you,
Machu.
brother.
You don't want to fight anyone over a Minecraft movie.
I want to see Chewy get into a fight with a teenager. I would love to see that. I mean,
You spill
Teenager
popcorn on me? You spill popcorn on me, bro?
did not know who he was effing with, man. That's what's gonna like. He's gonna stand over that kid. He's gonna did not know who you were effing with. Machu's not a small guy, man. He's a big dude, man. Machu's and Chewy's a big guy, man. Chewy's a big guy too. They're both
Machu studied to be a wrestler at one
they're
point.
both gigantic, man. They're freaking. You don't want to mess with these two, man. These two, man. The Asian connection is strong, guys. And again, don't mess with any Filipinos. Wink. Don't mess with no Filipinos, man.
Yeah, and don't take anyone's gun.
Got yourself stuck in a Filipino jail for like 3 years before your trial.
Don't disarm a police officer.
Before your freaking trial, man. Before your trial. Yeah, yeah, dude. It's crazy. It's crazy, Machu. It's crazy. We gotta he's gonna rot in that jail for at least before he gets a trial.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while.
It's gonna be a while. It's gonna be. But back to Jack Black. This is a shocker. Like I think it's broken records for a kids movie and a video game based movie. It's broken massive records.
Video game family 2025. It's the highest grossing at this point.
At this point, At this point, like
it's an accomplishment.
I admire Jack Black because he makes guys like us look good. You know what I mean? Like it took me years to develop this physique, man. It took me absolute years to develop this technique. So I have hope for the future, man. Like seriously.
And these toys are pretty good too. My son has that wolf dog thing in the corner.
You know what? Honestly, he when I saw him on the screen for the first time, I was like, "Oh, that's kind of cute, actually."
Yeah. It's only like $10.
Yeah. I think they're gonna do well with these toys. I mean, like anything. Like I went to McDonald's. Actually, you know what? Let me grab it. I went to McDonald's the other. Did you go to McDonald's yet? Like
no, for the Minecraft meal.
I couldn't help myself. Actually, I'm not. I'm gonna be very truthful about this. Okay, not that I go around collecting these things, but everybody knows my secret now. No. So I had a coupon. I had a. Do you use the app at all?
No.
I
don't go nearly enough.
They had a special here in Toronto, and you could get 2 burgers for the price of one.
Nice.
And they were the specialty burgers, right? And then what happened was I wanted fries. So here's a funny story. I wanted fries, but it didn't come with fries, right? So I'm like, what comes with fries that's cheap? Because I didn't want to spend too much money. So I was like, oh crap, you can buy a Minecraft Happy Meal for like $4. And I was like, okay,
Jay, what's the toy? What'd you get in there? What's the
I don't.
prize?
It's a okay.
Are you saving it for like a video?
No. No. I'm not opening this damn thing. But here, well, you want to take a guess? Like, I don't know. I don't know which. I don't know if there's any like differences, but do you want to take a guess which toy we got in this one?
I don't even know. That the Jason Momoa one.
You want to think? You think it's a Jason Momoa one?
I
All
don't,
right.
I
Well,
don't know.
if this was about rarity, I think this is probably I think I got the common one. But here we go, guys. What did we get in the mic? Does anybody have any Minecraft soundtrack? I don't know. Like ding 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 ding. Right. Ready? 3,
Yeah,
2, 1.
That's it.
It's a creeper. I didn't even get the thing right. I thought I had it right. I didn't have it right. It's. I got a creeper. I haven't even opened this thing. Like seriously, it's just because I got it. Again, I got it for the fries, man. I got it for the fries. I got nuggets too.
I mean, a little toy, like small toy, fantastic.
That's awesome though. Like for like it was like $8. It was like $8. But for $8, you get a toy and you get fries and you get like okay, but you only get 4 nuggets.
Did you choose the apples? No.
I did actually. I had the applesauce.
See, that's right. Balance. A little bit of everything.
I got the applesauce and the chocolate milk.
All right. You're drinking out of a straw. Open up your Minecraft, a little llama box in front of the other parents.
I was so fucking. You know what? Honestly, this is it. Made me happy, man.
You open it up, you're like, oh, I really want the Jack Black.
This Happy Meal made me happy. It's really great. And check it out. This is like a special. You know what? This like I remember like all the other Happy Meals, they were all like wrapped in plastic or whatever. Yeah, this is like environmentally friendly, man. They got the paper, make me feel special, right?
Yeah,
so,
back to the plastic-free packaging.
Here's an unboxing for everybody, guys. This is a right here. I'm doing an unboxing, so check this out. This is actually kind of neat. Like this thing's gonna chase me at night and explode. Is that what they do? Do they explode?
I don't know. I have no idea about Minecraft as a lore.
Look at this thing. Isn't that kind of cool? Like that's for a couple of bucks. That's not bad. And look, I think it actually articulates. Oh, look at that! Look at that! It freaking dude, it articulates.
Toyetic, right here.
That is cool, man.
I don't know, Jay. It's not pinless. Shouldn't people be banned?
Yeah, well, I mean, how dare they? Actually, wait. No, it's a thing. Look at that. Look at that. It walks, dude. It freaking
That's
walks.
pretty fun. I like that. I do.
Oh my god, that is awesome, dude.
No, there's nothing really special about like little like push toys like that or wind ups.
You know what some of my favorite McDonald's toys are the Super Mario. I don't know if you remember those ones, the Super Mario Happy Meal toys. They had the Goomba that could actually do a backflip. I don't know if you ever saw it. Yeah, they had that one. They had the spring based Mario. I don't know if does anybody in the chat. Do you actually remember what the hell I'm talking about? Because like this reminds me of that. Like
the Happy Meal toys that I had as a kid and I loved it was with Looney Tunes dressed up as the Justice League.
Oh yeah.
Those were fantastic. I wish I still had those.
They brought those out again. Another company brought them out, I think. But yeah, I know exactly what you're talking. Like Bugs Bunny is Batman. Daffy Duck. No, was it Daffy Duck as Batman? No, Daffy Duck was Superman, right? Like I think Bugs was Batman.
No, I think Bugs was. Was it? I know Porky Pig was Wonder Woman. I think.
Oh, was that right? It was Porky Pig Wonder Woman.
I think so.
Oh, that's awesome. That is freaking awesome. But yeah, those are again some Happy Meal toys are actually really cool. Others are just lame. Like I've had some lame.
I can't even do that around here. Every time I try to take my kids to go get a Happy Meal, to be like, oh, let's just go grab a Happy Meal. We're on the way back from dance or whatever. And I get like one of those boxes. Inside, there's no toy. It's like the alternative toy when they run out, which is just like coloring sheets and like crayons. And
that sucks.
It's bull. It's like sucks. It's like you should tell me up front that this will be a disappointing box.
That sucks, dude. Really?
Be that like, oh, you ordered 4 Happy. I only have 2 kids. You ordered 4 Happy Meals because I want to see what I get too. and then it's just all colored sheets. I'm like, that's like McDonald's. You screwed me again.
Oh, that is so terrible, man. Sculpt over Tommy, Suction Cup Goomba. Yes, he does a little backflip. That was my favorite toy. for a long time. It was really,
You
really
know,
neat.
we were
Um,
talking about on Toy Daddies and Niambo, and like, all right, say in this world, I know people are saying like, what if we end up it's short term, we get out of it and things are better, but what if it doesn't? And in that case, this year we were talking about like what could we do instead of like buying all these expensive toys or like doing our normal shtick. If we change our routine, what could it be? And we were talking about inexpensive toys. Happy Meals might be a thing, like you get
yeah,
that endorphin fix,
yeah,
that blast of like good energy because you spent $8, you got yourself a little bit of a snack and a tiny toy.
yeah. It
That
worked for
might be
me.
a thing. That might be a thing.
It worked for me.
Yeah,
I got four nuggets, some fries, and a pretty cool creeper. I think that's a win for the day.
that's people talk trash about McDonald's, but if it does have a toy like this guy, I talked a little bit of trash.
That is,
If it had a toy, not a coloring sheet, that's a good $8. If you
that
get
killed me,
if you
dude.
get some off-brand crayons and the nugget like
I-
coloring sheet, that's kind of crap.
They could have at least given you the book.
They could
You
have
know,
just told me upfront. It's like, hey, we don't have the toy. You should order something better.
or the book, because don't you guys get the choice of like book or coloring or toy? Because I know we get the choice of a book up here.
I think I just go to trashy McDonald's, Jay. Like, there's no books here. We don't have the toy.
There's no education here. Nobody reads books. We got phones for that.
We don't even acknowledge the grimace here. Get out.
My God. Grimace is a thing now, right? Some sports team adopted Grimace as their pseudo mascot. I heard Grimace is like a big thing for like one basketball team or something like
That
that.
could be a thing.
It's freaking crazy.
Oh my god,
It's
that's
freaking-
an amazing mascot.
Yeah, but I think they can't legally use him because obviously he's owned by McDonald's. But I think that basically people are dressing up as Grimace in one. I think it's a college team or something like that. It's just crazy. So
That's
Rodimus, right? So Rodimus with his McDonald's knowledge has deciphered the code for us. Bugs was Superman. Daffy was Batman. Petunia Pig was Wonder Woman.
Oh, that was Petunia Pig?
Yeah, it
I
was
was a
Petunia
child. I obviously
Yeah.
not. I just assumed it was Porky.
And Taz was the Flash. Okay, cool. We have deciphered the whole code here. Darkonin says, "I worked at McDonald's with those toys were in the Happy Meals. That's awesome, dude. Like that is a really cool thing. 16. Wow, man. I don't remember. No, I do remember 16. Some of the, but for the probably the wrong reasons. Actually,
Very foggy.
I remember 16 for the wrong reason. Commander Star, brah. Changeables was the best food that trans. Yes, those are awesome. I don't know if anybody remembers
the French fries that could
Yeah.
transform. Nice.
Yeah, those are pretty cool.
Those are
Mitchell
cool.
Lawrence. It's 7 a.m. here in UK, London. Good to see you, brother. Jay, you're on fire with these back-to-back live streams. Yeah, that's kind of funny.
Yeah, your production, Jay, it's up there now. You're present and doing all these different topics and different part of these different things. You're producing stuff. It's amazing.
I'm just doing what I can, brother. I'd like to have you on more often. You know what I mean? Like, and we talked about it a little bit, so it's great to see you here tonight. You know what I mean? So, and if you ever see me, Chewy, just say, Jay, get me on, and I'll toss you on anytime.
Yeah, I wish I was more available. Sometimes when you go on like a Wednesday, I'm like, oh crap, I'm doing dinner. I'm cooking dinner right now. Could I do both? Can I go live from my kitchen?
I know, right? It's and you know what, the consistent answer from Chewy is, I'm cooking for the kids. I'm like, oh, okay.
Or Jay, I'm already in bed. I'm listening to you in bed.
It was
your voice is the last thing I hear before I nod off.
that's a terrible burden. That is ridiculous.
It is a burden.
That is freaking crazy. Breaking records. I don't know what it's going to hit this month, this next weekend, but it is literally breaking records. So that creeper looks almost like my creeper, so I'm actually pretty happy. I only got that for $3. Like for if you count how much it would actually cost. So very cool for the Minecraft movie. Are you interested at all in Tron Ares?
I really love Tron Legacy.
Me too. I love.
And then once upon a time they were gonna make a sequel, and then some other crappy movie came out of Disney, and they were like, "No, live action doesn't work. We gotta stop it." And they pulled the plug in like the very last minute. And I want to be excited for this movie because I really love Tron Legacy. I love the ride at Disney World, but I don't know if I think that this feels like Tron to me.
Whenever they put something in the real world, it just doesn't look right. I mean, I was watching the I don't know what they call it, but that big huge thing that goes and captures
Yeah,
programs.
yeah.
I watched that thing. I'm like, I mean, it's cool, but it's weird. You know what I mean?
But
You see,
it feels out of place, but something about it just I wanted it to be different. I didn't want the that deep bass like boom, and you see like a quick clip, boom, and a quick clip. I'm like, come on, leave Christopher Nolan alone. Just move.
oh
Be
man.
Tron. It's okay to be Tron. And then
Um,
also Jared Leto.
yeah,
I
a lot of
don't
people
have.
are like, "Here's another dead movie." I mean, like, people-
I know he's very talented, but I don't think it's for these movies.
I'm still crossing my fingers for Master Universe because apparently there was a screening at CinemaCon, and people were very impressed. I
I
did a whole
saw
re-
some of the
I did a
coverage.
whole
Yeah.
review on it, and I'm hopeful, but I'm very skeptical at the end of the day. This one though, it looks interesting. I'm not sure what's going to land, but I'll give it a shot. You know, I love Legacy. Legacy, I thought was awesome. It didn't get the audience it wanted.
I
You know what
think
I
it was
mean?
ahead of its time,
Yes, I think
like
that if it was
4
released
years ahead.
today, it would have been cool. Yes, Commander Starbra, Nine Inch Nails is doing the soundtrack. So, I mean, Daft Punk doing the soundtrack for Legacy was awesome. So the fact that Nine Inch Nails is going to be doing the soundtrack for Tron Ares, again, I have hope for this one.
I
I really do.
I would want to know how musically it kind of connects into that type of world, because Tron Legacy and Daft Punk, they have very unique sounds
Yep.
for the movie. Not saying Nine Inch Nails won't do a good job. I want to love this movie. I want to be
Yeah.
excited and hyped up for it. I'm very conservative in my emotions getting into this movie. For a large part of production, I expected this to be delayed and then shelved. You know, like it's just like it's a Tron film.
It kind of came out of nowhere though.
They
Like
should be
like
spaced out by like 25 years of like their
this was
track
a,
records.
this was a sleeper. I had no idea this was coming out. You know, I don't, I
It
don't
comes
think
out in
anybody.
October. Is that a
Yeah,
lack of faith?
I don't know. Maybe, but
Tron's normally like a summer, like this feels like a blockbuster type movie.
yeah, it should be. But I wonder if it's competing with a whole bunch of other big movies, so they don't want to really, do that kind of thing. And it might be a sleeper hit. You never know, right? Because again, this is literally a sleeper. Like I did not hear anything about this. I didn't know that this was coming out. It's one of those things where maybe I wasn't paying attention. I don't know.
And then was it CinemaCon had both Jared Leto and Jeff Bridges show up on the stage, so I didn't
That was
realize
cool.
Jeff Bridges was in this movie. I think from Legacy at the end, it's kind of presumed that he died.
Yeah, the
So
way it happened. But
yeah,
again, it's anything can happen in the programming world, right? So maybe they
right.
maybe he derezzed, but then can rebooted. You never know, right? It
I
does
mean,
happen.
it's on a thumb drive around the sun's neck. Last time we saw.
Maybe he was backed up and we didn't know it, right? Somebody got back to him. Sir Green Lantern, Rick Cage, 2 a.m. here in Orlando. Thanks to the Disney World shout out, brother. Yeah, you know what? Good stuff. It's 2 a.m. right here too. So,
I love Disney
absolutely.
World. I'm a big Disney fan.
Yep.
So,
It's getting really expensive though. If it wasn't already, but
it's massively expensive, and it's one of those things. It's like the same way we collect some stuff. You know, like spending money on like, hey, I bought a $90 Chewbacca. This just feels kind of, I don't know, too much.
you got to do what you got to do, brother. You got to do what you got
Sometimes
to
you
do.
just make decisions and you just have to,
Yep.
you made a choice. You just embrace it because you've already paid the money.
Pretty much at that point. I agree. Mitchell Lawrence, the first Tron is classic. The second film was good. I like this third Tron film takes place in the real world. The animated Tron was great. It's a shame it got canceled.
Oh, the
Um,
animated series. Yeah, that was great.
yeah, I'm hoping for the best. We will see it. And even the game was pretty good. Even the game was actually pretty good. Commander Starbra, Jeff back, but Jeff back too, but at what capacity? Yeah, we will find out. I mean, like they're all getting older, right?
I
And
need them to just not wash over the sun, and
yeah, that
Olivia
was weird.
Wilde.
That was
Because
so weird.
if they don't reference it at all, I'm just gonna
At
be like,
least, right? At least.
put them in jail or something. Like they came out and like,
Oh, Matthew. Oh my gosh. I tried to talk you out of those $90 Chewbacca pie.
do you? Do you? I believe you called it waffling, and I live in a Waffle House.
Sometimes it's not enough. Sometimes it's not worth it. Sometimes it's
I
not worth
mean,
it.
no regrets. I mean, I have Han, so he needs his buddy, right? You know, like he has 3 faces.
I love the packaging. You
It's
know
too
what I mean?
late. It's too
I
late. It's with me.
I do love the packaging. The packaging is so nice. What is that? That's is that figure arts or is that
Yeah,
yeah,
it's the re-release that they did with the extra heads.
yeah. Um and then we have Killers of Killers. What were your thoughts on this one?
Oh, the new Predator?
Yeah, the new Predator anime series, I guess. Or is it cartoon? I don't
Is it?
CG series. The new
Okay.
Predator CG series.
Is this on Netflix
This one's
or
going to be Netflix, I think. Yeah.
okay? I don't follow, and like I saw the first
Oh, you
2
didn't
Predators, but
did you
I
see the
don't.
trailer? No? You didn't see the
No,
trailer?
no, I didn't.
Oh, okay. I can't play the trailer, but
No, you'll get shut down.
I will. Remember that last time at Chewy? That was fun. Um, yeah, I got a warning strike on that one. That was I
Yeah,
didn't know.
yeah. They're watching.
I did not know there was a warning strike. Thank God, because if I actually got a strike, that would have been painful. But yeah, I thought the trailer was interesting. It involves predators throughout the history of Earth. So
Oh, is it like an anthology series?
it's a television series. It's a streaming series, and it's going to be a whole bunch of different sequences where because if you remember Predator 2, there were a whole bunch of different relics, and he actually throws Christopher at the end of the movie. He throws Christopher Glover a revolver. So it's obvious that the predators have been here for generations.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
what I mean? They keep coming back every few generations. So it's interesting, and you
I'll
see
give
here
it a whirl.
they're trying to shoot on a plane, right?
Hmm.
So interesting. I think it's going to be neat. The designs are nice. I do like the designs. Very stylistic. So if when you have a chance, watch the trailer. It was actually
Yeah.
a really neat one. This is something that really hit close to my heart. Did you ever collect like Matchbox Voltron or any of the Voltrons from way back in the day? I don't know if you remember.
This was my I have 2 brothers, and the middle brother, this was his jam,
Yeah,
Voltron.
man.
So
Yeah.
I played with them, and I broke some, and he was always mad at me.
This is this is the this is the 3.0 Robo Duo Voltron, but this is a retro toy fit. So it's all the retro colors. So as you can see, they're like pastel colors. They're not like the deep reds or the deep blues or the deep oranges. They're very much in the same style as the original Popey Voltron release, which was originally called Go Lion. So if you are one of the Popey collectors from back in the day, this will definitely speak to you because this one is very, very
So this
brightly
is
colored.
all one set, and I don't
Yep.
have to collect each line by themselves.
Yep.
And is there a price tag? Oh, this looks good.
The first one that was released, the original Robo Duo, I think it was 300, 350, something like that. It was way cheaper. It was way cheaper than the Blitzway. Blitzway was like $700.
Yeah,
You know what
there's
I
a
mean?
couple Voltrons out there that, yeah. Oh wow, look at this articulation.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Oh, I bet Machu buys this.
We'll find. I think Machu's already saying.
Machu already bought 2.
I'm
If
just worried. Just
I
like
get
anything else, though.
$300, not a bad price. Not a
I know,
bad-
right? I'm just really worried. Yeah, exactly. It looks exactly like the Voltron we had as a kid.
I think it looks better. Like the way
Well, of
that
course, it looks
this one
better.
can drop down to a knee, way
I know.
better.
That's Machu has the Bandai one, which is much more cartoon accurate, right? But this is the one that actually. Wow, I got the Blitzway. Your sister is a wow. She's yeah. I got my Blitzway on sale. I got my. I waited. I got my Blitzway. Did she pay? Did she pay full
You should
price?
see
Matthew?
this collecting. This pair of siblings collect stuff. It's incredible. It's like, oh, it's a family trait.
I want to go to Machu's house, man. I think it must be like the Charlie's Chocolate Factory, man. Like it must be like that.
I imagine he lives like his house is a big box for it, but it's unintentional.
I know, right? It's like sofa. It's like sofa forts.
Yeah, everywhere. It's like you have to like parkour your way through the hallway because it's all Amazon boxes.
She's got to open it, man. Seriously, like I couldn't hold on to it. My brother basically claimed it. He literally just took it away from me. Like it's on display in my mom's house right now. It's crazy. And the articulation is ridiculous. You gotta let that thing breathe, Machu. You tell your sister, let it breathe. Why did you even buy it if you're not gonna let it breathe?
How do you know it's not broken inside? You got a Schrodinger's cat situation. It's like it could be broken.
That's what you have to say.
You only got like 30 days or sometimes 7 days if you go to some questionable places.
What you really got to do though is you got to take those batteries out because those batteries are gonna bust.
That's true. You gotta play with your toys. If you just play with it every once in a while, just push the button every few months, you're fine.
Or at the very least, go get the KO version and mess with that one because
is there a KO 3.0? I mean,
yeah, there's a KO of the.
With the threats of the future ahead of us, we may be able to get a CT Voltron.
I know. I don't know what the 3.0 but there is already a KO version of Blitzway. I know that for a fact.
But this one looks really good. I admit, like
Rick Cage. 3 to 700, and collectors are complaining about Maximum Series.
You know, collectors are not reasonable. It's a very emotional hobby. We buy upon emotion, and we live and die by that.
That is true. That is a hill that many will die on.
But to that point, yeah. We're boycotting a company over $10, but they happen to be on the same week $1,000 dragon that shows up. You're like, oh, okay.
Oh my god.
Let's ban one. Boycott.
Did you go in it? Did you go in on it, Chewy?
No, I didn't like it. I thought it looked great. I just didn't have the $1,000, or even the $550. I didn't just not have it.
Not even with the payment plans. You like it just wasn't.
No, because I have like other Chewbacca's showing up. No, I was playing this game. Of all the purchases I made or things that showed up at my door from January through the end of the campaign for the dragon, which would I rather have? Because it was about equivalent value, actually. And just the dragon would not rank high enough for me that I would be able to take that amount of my budget and put it there.
Brick is in the house. What's going on, Brick?
What's up, Brick?
Good to see Brick something. Brick, if you want to jump on, like please join us. I can
Brick, come on.
I can send you a link. I would love to hear some stories from Brick. It's been a while.
It's the weekend, Mr. Brick.
I think Brick's been avoiding me.
Teachers need to kick back. Go grab yourself some wine. Come on.
I know, right? I'll send him the link if he joins. Great. If not, that's okay. Brick's been very busy. He's in the education system. So
yeah.
So very exciting on Voltron Defender of the Universe Retro Toy Edition. And then let me tell you something, Sherry. When you lose a license, or when you lose something you weren't expecting to lose, you start making some of the best crap that's out there, man. Like seriously,
you go for broke. It's like the TV shows that know that there's no tomorrow, and that those final 2 episodes, you're like, this is chef's kiss. You blow
your wad, and everything else.
Destroy the sets along the way. Like, and this episode, the command center gets destroyed. You know, like it's like no tomorrow. I agree. This looks amazing, and a soft goods like apron.
Oh yeah,
I love
it. And he went like ham on all the soft goods, like soft goods city, man. If you like you buy these things for the soft goods, you don't even like half the time you don't even buy them for the figures. You just buy. I could use that on so many different figures. It would look awesome. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like it's crazy. But Alfred looks cool too, man. Like. It's not a bad like. Oh crap! It's not a bad likeness either.
No, we're not going back to that topic, Jay.
I know. I'm not
sticking to the positives.
It was a mistake. It was a mistake. But yeah, no, he looks really, really cool, right? I mean, again, just like many of the McFarlane figures, he's not the best likeness, but it's not bad.
I
Like
think this is actually pretty good likeness for him.
I could live with this one. You know, it's not Jeremy Irons, but it could from in this shadow you can sort of see Jeremy Irons.
Yeah, just
You know
push
what I
him
mean?
back a little bit further.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's dark
But
in the cave.
exactly. But you can see there's an undercoat. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot going on here, man. Look at all those wrinkles. Like wow.
Yeah,
They
I
got this
mean,
but it was really funny because you can see a hexagon pattern just going on there. It's kind of funny that way.
what is going on here? Actually,
It's like hexagons, man. It was like
what
I gotta watch the movie again because I'm wondering if that is a clearly defined hexagon pattern. Then I see the whole like.
But
I wonder
you
if
also
the
see
whole
like the
shirt.
little polka dots too. It's like, is this the
Yeah,
are you thinking that's the style of the shirt? I'm thinking that they reused something because look at the
maybe.
collar.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Maybe you're right.
flat.
Maybe
They
it was a
reused
Joker.
the art.
Maybe it was a Joker at one point. You know what I mean?
The reuse. This is not maximum Jeremy Irons. How dare they?
I know, right?
Ban. Boycott. Riots.
We're gonna boycott this. I wonder if he comes with all these tools because that would be neat. He's like,
I think it
walking with
does. I
a
think
small little arsenal of his own. Like,
which looks cool because it looks like there's pockets for they're on the apron, so you got
yeah,
storage. I love storage. Storage is good.
that is so neat, right? I think it's a gold. Is it a gold label? I'm not sure. I don't think so though. I don't think it's a gold label. I think it's just a regular one.
The gold label won't have the hexagon arms.
I know, right? It won't have the pattern, the reuse of everything. But they wound up again. They just throw the kitchen sink at everything because then we also get Jim Gordon, man. Like, holy crap! This is a good looking Jim Gordon.
It is. I agree.
This is a great. And this is a gold label. You can see that there.
Yeah, Walmart exclusive.
Yeah,
it's a boot.
like that is a pretty good. But as you said, I think this might be reused from
Joker. Right?
What's his name?
Constantine.
Yes, Constantine. Exactly. I think this might be reused from Constantine, but it's good. It's a good one. I think it's a good one. That head sculpt makes all the difference.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That head sculpt makes all the difference, and he like that is exactly what I want to see Jim Gordon look like. He looks freaking awesome. I think that this is actually a really good one. Yeah, I this one I think is definitely a buy for me. This one's a bang. This one's a bang.
I think so.
This one is
I don't collect McFarlane too much. I might should I say too much? I probably have like 20 of them. So stupid.
But you know what's really cool about this? He can become anything. Like you can use his body. He can be a stand-in. He can just be like guys in the background and stuff like that. Like I don't know if the glasses come off, but I mean that would be very accurate to the show.
Usually with gold labels, they have multiple heads or multiple faceplates. I think in this case they didn't go faceplates. I'm assuming there's at least one more heads that goes in there.
Yep. Oh shit! Yeah, Machitoy, Ledger Joker. Yes, that is exactly what it is.
So much reuse everywhere. It looks great.
Machi's just got the magnifying glass out. He's like, "Wait a second here, I know that."
He turned around in his chair. Was like,
That's what I was about to say. He's got it on the shelf, and he's like, "Wait a second." He's like,
"No, I have this twice." Oh.
KJ Smith, Chewy is ripping it up tonight. Yeah, he's chopping it. We're chopping it all over the place, man. We're catching up. It's been a while. When I hunt for figures, I'm usually looking for the new McFarlane. Of course, I'm telling you, he's gonna throw everything. Like we're gonna see 600 Batmans. We're gonna see freaking like figures that. And I hope he actually does some figures that people haven't gotten yet. I hope.
I'm also super excited for. He's gonna go there's no tomorrow. Full press. Everything goes out because. In the toy cycle, it's roughly 18 months to 2 years for any particular toy. So it's not like he would have known per se that he was losing the license like at the very start of the year. So he probably has 2 years of toys that he's had worked on designs, developing, starting to get approvals for. Molds have already been approved.
Yep.
So he needs to recoup that before he can't sell it anymore. So we're going to see all these awesome toys, but you know what's going to be the most amazing thing? Close to the end, when he's clearancing them out on his own website.
That's gonna be crazy, right? That's gonna be nuts. And as I understand it, as long as it's on the docket, he can keep going. Like he can keep printing them out until that docket is finished. Because like as long as he's got it in the factory ready to go, like once it's produced, like then it'll stop when that line stops. So it's gonna be nuts. What's gonna come out in the next 6
Has
months?
McFarlane commented on tariffs yet?
I don't think so. Honestly,
Okay.
or has he? I think a lot of companies have just come out and said so. You know what? I think I did hear something about McFarlane.
I could
I'm not
imagine him
100%
being
sure.
like, whatever. I'm not. Same price. We're going.
I
Balls to the
know,
wall. Let's go.
I know, right? Mitchell Lawrence, do you know when the new Blade is coming up? No, I have no idea. I know somebody won one. I mean, Attorney and Royalty actually got one in hand, but it's probably going to be later in the quarter, the next quarter or so. That usually is how they work. But again, with everything going on, it's just so uncertain. Machu's saying, "Freaking Kite Man!" I'm excited for that. That's going to
I
be
mean, Kite Man. You live long enough to not only be the hero, become the villain, then you see Kite Man.
I know,
And
right?
wow,
Just crazy.
golden age.
Most of the stuff on the website sells out. This is true, but if he
Yeah.
ends up holding on to a whole bunch of crap, he's probably going to clearance it out himself. They have actually made a statement. They raised the prices.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's not
Oh,
unique to any one
but
company, one toy store. One of the things that we always talk about, and even before all this, is support independent businesses.
yep,
Titan Toys, for instance, in the
exactly.
US, there's Chubsy
Exactly.
Wubsy, there's Nerd Bandy, all these smaller shops, independent stores. They're gonna need the support a
Exactly.
lot if this continues on.
100%. Especially now, right? Because again, things are just going absolutely crazy right now. Rick Cage, where's my crazy quilt
Crazy
figure,
cool.
Todd?
Fill out the rogues, all everyone comes to
Might
play.
as well. You might as well. Whatever figure you've hoped for, might as well tell Todd right now because he's.
Imagine Target being like, "Please stop,
I know, right?
Todd. We can't we can't take any more figures. You have a new
Oh my
figure
god.
every Tuesday."
You've maxed out your space, Todd. You max it out. There's nothing you can do. It's crazy. Matcha Toy. I think the production runs from him are now even more limited. Yeah, they're probably going to be very small. So whatever you get now, be grateful.
I think,
It's
yeah,
gonna
this
be
is it. Oh my
it's gonna be
goodness.
nuts.
How much money do you think he can, the amount of
Quite a
toys
bit.
he's pushing out right now, and that all seems to be selling all the way through, and he keeps going like this for the end of 26?
He's
Do you
he's
think
going to he's
DC's
going for
just
broke.
like, damn, we
Yeah, he's
should have
going for broke.
stayed, we should have
He's
stuck it
going for
out?
He's going for broke. He don't care no more. He
Yeah.
don't care. He's like, I need inventory. Inventory. He's just gonna freaking go nuts.
Batman. And you go back to every
6,000
single
Batmans.
day. Batman.
6,000 Batmans. 100%. It's Mr. Homake. What's going on, Mr. Homake? The title of the live stream says, "Ask you anything, huh?" I have a question. What's your single favorite figure in your collection? Dude, that is not a. That is. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you?
His
How dare
name
you
is
ask?
Flip Orr.
How dare you ask me to choose between my children? How dare you? Um,
Yeah, but seriously, which
no.
one?
I know, right? Like before, like it's shaped in like a cucumber. No, uh, if I had to choose, it would be one of my older characters. But I mean, I talk about it a lot. This guy over here. I mean, he is my absolute favorite. Like from Motu, right? This is my absolute favorite from Motu. Many Faces. Many Faces from Time. It will always be my absolute favorite figure. But I told this the other day. I never had Voltron Matchbox, the original Matchbox Voltron. I never had it as a kid, so I ended up buying Voltron from the Toynami version back in the '90s, and I still have that one, and it still is one of my cherished figures. So it's actually got to be between these two. It's got to be between Many Faces and, of course, my Voltron. I actually, you know what's funny about that? I talked about this exact same thing the other day. So I do have a picture of it in my room because I can't. I'm not going to run upstairs. I'm not going to run upstairs right now. So yeah, like that. My original
Oh,
my original Toynami version because it is diecast.
that's in good shape, Jay.
Yeah, dude. Like
Good
again,
job.
I kept it in as much as I kept it as pristine as I could.
There's a
I didn't
reason
bury
why
it.
my brother should hate me. I mean, I broke so many little pieces off.
So sad. So
It's
sad.
sad. I was an idiot.
So sad.
I think for me, my favorite toy, it's a bit more modern. I'm trying to remember like childhood toys I just haven't kept. If it was a childhood one, it's the original Megazords. I
Yes.
remember getting that as a gift and being
Those are
blown
so
away. It
good.
was my
Oh my
favorite
god.
thing.
Those are
I
so
don't
good.
have anymore.
Oh my god. I know, right? That's the only thing. It's because they were so good. They were so
Yeah.
good. No
But my
problem.
favorite one right now, though, if I had to choose like a modern one, I have a signed autograph Marvel Legend Groot. It's the exclusive Toys R Us one where you see
Oh
like
yeah.
it's that build a figure, but has like Groot in the pot and like the tiny like toddler Groot.
Yeah.
And it was Toys R Us close to the end, so like there weren't many of them around, but I have it, and I got it signed by James Gunn.
No way.
So I was
Really?
holding my daughter, and she was waiting in line, and I had him sign that, and he just like goes into because he's a nice guy. He just went into like basically like dad mode a little bit, and I don't even know if he has kids, but he's like very personal with children. He's like talking directly to her, and he does the "I am Groot" impression, and she didn't get it, and he's like, "Oh well, one day she'll love that movie." I thought that was awesome.
That
But
is
eventually, I named my son's middle name as Quill
cool. Oh,
because of Guardians, and
are
I
you?
told him that, and he was like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Yeah." It's like that's amazing.
That
So I
is
have
so
this
cute. No, seriously, that's cute. That
awesome
is
memory
cute.
and a signed autograph Marvel
I don't mind
Legends.
that. That's a
Yeah,
really cool. That's a really cool thing. Radha's Prime Super Sentai is going strong at 50 years old. Power Rangers is dead at 30. Ah,
it's dead until it's not. I hear the rumors they're coming back around with a
yeah,
Paramount Disney Plus collaboration, I think,
yeah.
and
Unfortunately, Hasbro just did not know what to do with the property. They bought the whole thing lock, stock, and barrel and just basically killed it.
I think it has to
So
do with I think it has to do a lot with vision.
yeah,
And I
so.
think
Yeah.
you've watched the Toys That Made Us, right?
Sure. Yeah.
And they talk about Power Rangers and how it became an acquisition of Hasbro.
Yeah.
And they talk about how it was led by Saban Entertainment. It was like, okay, we'll sell it. Was it Haim Saban?
Yeah.
So like there's a great visionary in that CEO.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, health and circumstance took that CEO. He passed away from cancer.
Sure.
And I think when that happened, there was a lot of vision put behind Power Rangers that went away, unfortunately. And I think
you're right.
we saw the effects.
Yep. I think you're
That
right.
said, Cosmic Fury, fantastic.
Really?
So
I didn't really.
I enjoyed it a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Cool. I dropped off right after what's it called? Dino Thunder. I dropped off after that. Tommy, I saw your video on Manny Faces. I had no clue that was you. Yeah. That's been my, especially even Motu. He's my, like, a lot of people are gonna say He-Man or She-Ra or whatever. No, Manny Faces is my absolute all-time favorite Motu character, and one of the reasons being is because where'd he go? Here he is. He's right beside me. This was actually my original one from childhood. He actually is my original. You can actually see you can actually see where I drew little dots in his eyes. That was with the pen.
Because you want them to have
I wanted him to have eyes. I wanted to, because in the cartoon he had eyes, right?
Yeah.
So actually he didn't. There was, for whatever reason, I wanted him to have eyes. He didn't
eyes
have
cost money, Jay. That's a pain.
I don't care. He's mine. He's mine.
You ever Machu being super talented as can be, and he's like painting head sculpts in the hotel room at Legion's Con.
No way.
And he's just like, the head is like in the palm of his hand. He's like, all right, and it's just a paintbrush, and he's not using like a magnifier. He's not using something to sturdy up the head sculpt. And he's just like, dab.
No way.
Dab. Eye.
No
he's like,
way.
All right, we can go to lunch. And he puts it down. Like, what the hell? There needs to be more magic, Machu. You can't just do stuff in front of me and just like, yeah, it's done now.
Oh my gosh. Machu, After seeing Yimbo handle Max Spidey, I don't think I'll ever lend him a figure again. Have you seen my review? People are literally telling me I manhandled I don't know if you guys watched it. I did the review
I did.
on Max Spider, and I was pulling on that leg. Like I wanted him to be so tall. I was like, because it's got a gummy. It's actually got a gummy drop joint, right? It's
Yeah.
I just kept pulling on it. I was like, come here.
I wouldn't say it's gummy. I would say it's a long drop.
It is, but there's also some flex to it. Is what I'm trying to say. It's
Yeah.
kind of
Oh
it's
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
gummy. Yeah, it's kind of gummy. I'm
It's
not saying
not
like
like
gummy in a
it's not
bad
like
way.
SH where like the
Yeah.
drop. It's like, ooh, you gotta break this.
I thought like I think that's what Matthew would definitely be traumatized if he saw my video. James Morrison, Jay, Coachella sucks. Your brother.
Hey, it's better than Fire Festival too.
Oh my god, really? Like I didn't think it was going to be that bad. Like oh my gosh. Tommy, love that Sharpie eye dot. Hey, you know what? It wasn't even a Sharpie, dude. It was literally a ballpoint pen. Like
It's big.
I was a kid. There was no freaking Sharpies. There was no like Sharpies. That the whole face would have been black. No, it was a ballpoint pen. I was just like,
I talk to my kids about that all the time. Where like growing up, like the art supplies we had was like at best it was a Sharpie, and I was like, oh my god, look how sharp this black. But otherwise, it's Crayola, and I'm buying my kids like off-brand Amazon, versions of like alcohol tipped markers of like 156 different colors. You get the chisel tip, you get the brush tip. It's all one. It's like $18. I'm like, you don't know how fortunate you are with art supply.
oh,
that Amazon exists.
I know, right? Back in the day, it was just nuts.
Like,
Tommy, what the f, man? Oh man, that would have been too much for me. I would have died. If you're, I know you're joking, but if that was actually a thing, I think I would have died. I would have literally just keeled over. If I actually saw that on the reveal in WonderCon, I would have just keeled over. I would have been like, "What the hell?" and I would just die. I would just like, "I'm dead. I can die happy now. I can literally die happy."
to look like your toy or to look like you? Is that how should I read this?
That's what he's saying. Like I think that's what he's saying. He's saying that the Mondo, the one they revealed at WonderCon.
Yeah.
I think he's joking. Of course, he's not being serious. But I mean, like that would have been okay. I can die happy now. Like that would have just been me saying, okay, I give up.
It doesn't get better. Goodbye.
I can't get any higher than this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and surrender right now. Just take me. Oh, you did you? Did you see when I was struggling with? Did you see that my video when I was struggling with renew your vows? I couldn't get the legs to go. Actually, did you? What do you think of my OnlyFans version of
I don't know. Work. I mean, like it's there. Like whatever. it's like from this angle, superhero. From this angle,
only
$5.99 a month.
You gotta pay to play, boy. You gotta pay to play, boys. You gotta pay to play. He's a fun figure, man. I don't care what anybody says. He's a really fun figure. Like,
I mean, I don't think anyone, no one wants to pay a lot for anything. I mean, clearly, but for the fun, I agree. He's a lot of fun. He's my favorite Spider-Man right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, you know what? I'm being kind of rude here. What's your favorite character on your shelf? Chewy?
No, I said it. Oh, single favorite figure. No, it was the Groot one.
Okay, it was the Groot one. Okay, so yeah. I was confused. Rob, 2023. What's your favorite Transformers character? Interesting. You want to go first, Chewy?
I'm gonna go with two.
Chewy's all about the Transformers, so this is gonna be interesting.
I love Hot Rod from Transformers the movie.
Love it.
I watched that movie almost every day for like several grades when I was a kid.
Pretty much, right?
And I didn't like him when he was Rodimus Prime. I don't think anyone did. In the season after. So that is where it's like, all right, well, the movie's great. I have the movie. But overall, my favorite Transformer is probably Optimus Primal from Beast Wars.
Oh, okay. Nice.
There's been several things in, by my day job is in business. There are several times I refer back to something that Optimus Primal would have said,
Get
in
out.
the day job.
Really? That is so cool.
Like in the first episode, he tells Rat Trap why he's, Optimus Primal wants him to do something. It's not because he's not willing to do it. It's because, I forget what he says. He says something along the lines like, "It's not that I'm not willing to do it myself. I would never tell you to do that. It's
Yeah.
because I need you to do it so I could do this here."
Okay. That's
I forget. I usually say it better in the moment to a bunch of people
What-
that have
what-
no context of what I'm doing.
What happens? It's like
Yeah.
it's like bang. It's right there. But
But I loved Optimus Primal. That was one of the when we talk about like Jay, we've been collecting for years, so the notion of a Grail is probably kind of like far fetched at this point.
no,
I
I still have
think
rails.
the
I still
one,
have rails.
yeah, and what I'm saying is like it's rare though. Like it's not like
Yeah, not as rare
it's
as people
shrinking
think.
down. Masterpiece Transformers Edition Optimus Primal.
Oh yeah.
That is something I would love to
Yeah.
add to my collection.
Seriously, he's a good. That's a good one too.
Yeah,
That is
like
really good. But season one, I guess.
yes,
Like
yeah, full monkey or ape,
absolutely.
whatever.
100%. And you know what? It's amazing what they. It's too bad Masterpiece is gone now. The way it was originally supposed to be. You know what I mean? Like the way they originally. But the thing is that, and I hate to say it, like a lot of the KOs are doing. Sorry, a lot of third parties are doing way better than what Takara is doing right now. It's crazy. It's just crazy.
It's true.
Rob, that's an easy one. I talk about it all the time. I'm surprised you haven't heard it. And everybody calls me an idiot for saying it, but I love him. He's just the way it is. Ultra Magnus is my absolute all time favorite Transformer, and everyone's going to tell me I'm an idiot because again, freaking guy died, like twice over.
Well, he's strong enough to be rebuilt together with trash and Windex.
He's stubborn. He's too stubborn to die. Like honestly, he is. But what it really is, honestly, is if you actually watch the season of Transformers, like I think it was like third season, right? Like when after the movie, or was the second season? I can't remember anymore. But the reality is that Rodimus just could not make up his fucking mind. He just did not know what to do, and in all honesty, he needed Ultra Magnus to back him up. Right?
Yeah.
Like literally, Ultra Magnus was his confidant. He was his mentor. He was everything that. Again, he was actually the first chosen Prime, right? Really, when you think about it, right? He was really the actual successor, but the Matrix had other plans for Rodimus, right? So that's really what happened. And really, Ultra Magnus was not ready. I mean, he really did say it. He said, "I can't deal with this now." Like he can't. He just could. He could not really make the big decisions that needed to be made. Those are decisions for Rodimus. Rodimus makes those real big decisions. But what Ultra Magnus does is he is literally the man on the ground, right? He's the one who will take charge, and he does have the ability to make those decisions on the ground, right? So that's why. Again, and a lot of people always call me an idiot for that, but I love Ultra
No, Ultra Magnus is great.
I love Ultra Magnus. Machu Toy, Starscream, Jazz, and Soundwave. Like Machu just can't decide anymore. He's like, he's cheating. Machu's cheating. Man.
Machu's next favor is whoever 3-0 puts out next. Is it
Pretty
Jazz? Let's go Jazz.
Darkonin. I don't normally do box toys, but a boxed G1 Prime it still moves me to this day. You know what? Yeah.
Oh, the original box.
Yeah. Like the re-release they did earlier this year. If it's not die-cast, like it's got to have chrome, man. It's got to be die-cast and chrome. It's got to have all those. It's got to hit the marks. The fact that they're doing all plastic now is just pissing me off. I just can't do it.
It really is unfortunate.
Yeah, I just can't do it. I don't know what they're thinking. Like, if it is an anniversary edition, you got to make it an anniversary edition. You got to make it special.
And they're already priced up pretty high already. It's like how much more is it for chrome?
Absolutely horrid. Just crazy. Rick Cage, Shockwave is my guy. Autobot World is the other one. Oh yeah. You know what? Shockwave is definitely. When he was in the series, I always felt that there was something sinister about him, and then they really made him dark in the next couple of series. So yeah, I can totally see people getting into Shock. Thing is that when I was growing up, I remember Radio Shack had Shockwave before everybody else, and everyone was like, "That's a knockoff." Actually, it's not. The Radio Shack version is actually the original, and Shockwave is actually the knockoff. But
Shockwave is actually my son's favorite. We again getting into these classic toys, and having conversations with the kid. Like he went back to G1 and his favorite is Shockwave. So this weekend he gets to build this one.
Ooh, they look so much fun. Like are they hard to build, or is that's like
No,
the
these are easy.
yeah?
My son's 7.
That's
So
awesome. I did see them at Toys R Us the other day, and they look really really cool. Rodimus Prime. My favorite Autobot is Prime. Second favorite is Rodimus. And the favorite Decepticon is Megatron. Second favorite is Soundwave. Huh?
those are all great choices.
Really good choices. Soundwave's face is the Decepticon logo. I mean, like for the most part, that's exactly what it is. And then it became, what is it? Megatronus now. Megatronus is the face of the thing. Mitch Lawrence. I always liked Decepticons more. They had cooler formers. I mean, everybody likes the bad guys.
Yeah, Mitchell, you like the bad boy type. I get it.
Robert Stack, the original Ultra Magnus. He was actually Robert Stack did not reprise his role in the cartoon. Unfortunately, it was another actor altogether. I can't remember his name anymore though.
Even more reason why season 3 was not great.
We didn't have Leonard Nimoy as freaking Galvatron. That would have been epic. That would have been so epic. Machoy, if I had to pick, it's always going to be Starscream. He's always the undercut. But you know what? So many people. You know what? You're not alone. There's so like Starscream has freaking fanboys, like fangirls. Starscream is like people love Starscream. Freaking Cobra Commander incarnate, man. Like Dark Conan, when I was 10, in 84, Optimus Prime and Megatron were both excruciatingly hard to get a hold. Yeah, no, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I don't know how my mom got them for Christmas. I had no idea how it was possible. It was amazing. Like Santa Claus was really good to me that year. My brother, I got Megatron. My brother got Optimus, and I got to tell you, those were well played with. I think my Megatron, his leg dropped multiple times. I had to take a screwdriver and just like it was bad.
Yeah. I mean, isn't that so magical? Like, yeah, just like when a parent is like that tuned in to be like, you know what, this toy is gonna be hot. I'm just gonna get it. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, I know you can't. And now you can't get a. You can't hold on to that G1 Megatron because he's never going to look like that ever again.
No.
That's about it. I've been seeing a lot of KO reviews lately, and they all say that it's just not the same. Like the plastic's not the same. The diecast is not the same. It's hard to lift up his chest. Like, and when I'm watching these people transform, I'm like, God, that's bringing back so many memories. I wish I had my original Megatron.
I've never handled it before. The closest I've ever seen it was like in like, you know, like toy shows and not even shows, but like, you know, like cons, and it's like in like behind glass. I'm like, ooh, look at that.
He's got his huge crotch trigger. You know, like
I mean, where else are you gonna put it, Jay?
He's happy to see you, man. Every single time you put it. As a kid, you never really think about these things. I was like, oh, that's so cool. I think my mom had to put Optimus on a layaway to get it. You know, it's true. It's true. Like I remember the first time I ever saw it. It was actually at a we had a Towers here in Canada. It was at a Towers at the return aisle, and it was stuck in like on a shelf. Like that's the only place I ever saw it, and I'm pretty sure it was broken. But you know, that was the only place I ever saw Optimus Prime in the wild. I don't know how they got them for Christmas. It was ridiculous. Match Toy. Starscream also just didn't follow orders. He questioned Megatron, and even though he got put in his place, yeah, he got his ass kicked every single time. But he had the worst concepts. He was just the worst leader.
Oh yeah, he was a dummy, but he was very, you know, like brave, I guess.
Oh man, he was definitely I don't know if brave is even the right word, but
assertive.
He you know what, he had the balls. Also, like he had literally had the balls to do it. I think he was I think it was more ambitious than brains. Let's put it that way. Well, we're gonna wind it down, guys. But thanks for joining us tonight. But I did want to say that these Kingdom Come, Alex Ross figures are literally blowing people's minds. What are your thoughts on these ones, Chewy? These are These are
So
crazy.
these are supposed to be Alex Ross figures.
They are 100%. These are
Okay.
definitely Alex Ross. You can even see here on that's an Alex Ross sheet right there. You can tell.
Got it.
And this one kind of implies that Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and Martian Manhunter are also going to be someone like they're probably going to come pretty soon too, right? Because you can see that here
Yeah.
in the splash, right?
I
Because here you
want
see
to like this more,
Yeah,
but I don't.
yeah. These guys are
I
looking freaking kick ass.
I think they look more like cartoon comic book late 90s Justice League than Alex Ross.
Really?
Because even if you look at this Green Lantern, the green's wrong.
Yeah, but that could also just be lighting. I mean, that
Yeah.
happens too, right? But this is pretty much signature. This thing with the brow line on Batman, that's pretty signature Alex Ross, right? I think a lot of people are saying it's Alex Ross, but you're right. It's until
I
we
mean,
actually
I
see a
guess the head
definitive.
sculpts are pretty good. I mean, the Batman clearly looks like the best of the bunch. I
Sure.
would have wanted Green Lantern to look a little bit better. I think the green's a little bit off from what Alex Ross portrayed.
Yep.
But I don't know. They're okay.
Yeah.
They're
People are
model kits, right?
people. No,
Oh, these
they're
aren't model
full.
kits?
These are full on figures, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, these are, and they're 8 inches tall.
Darkseid looks cool.
Darkseid is huge. Darkseid's absolutely massive. Like, yeah.
Why is he so pissed?
Why is he so? No, he's got a softer face, right? He's got a softer face, but this
For
one here, yeah,
Superman,
he's
he looks like
no. Here he's pissed. He's
is it
totally
the
pissed
same
off.
face? It's just like kind of at different angles,
No,
or is
I
that
don't
two
think so.
head
This one's
sculpts?
got a more furrowed brow. If you look at this one, it's not quite as furrowed. I think he has. Well,
Okay.
you know what? Let's check it. There was a full pack out here. I think. Let's see. No, maybe you're right. I thought maybe they have separate heads, but I guess you're right. Maybe
Man, this is one
it
pissed off Superman. So mad and broody. But I will say Darkseid looks perfect.
Yeah, Darkseid looks really, really cool.
I think Batman's probably the best of the league.
Yeah, Batman is definitely. But then again, it's freaking bad. If you screw up Batman, you basically lost the whole.
It's like, think about how much reference you could have had to like make a Batman. Like all the toys that have been made.
See, the green is better in this lighting, right? So
Yeah.
I'm wondering if it's just
Okay, this picture's selling me. This one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that the other ones were kind of in a different light, right? So I think that he looks a lot better here.
Yeah.
Right? Those stark white gloves always get me, man. It's like he's Mr. Clean.
Yeah.
I've always looked at those gloves like, man, he's Mr. Clean. Wally West is looking pretty cool too, man. Like this guy, he looks pretty awesome. I am liking Wally West.
That face sculpt. Look at
I know.
this one compared to the other ones. This one looks like a human.
Yep.
Underneath the mask.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. They're definitely doing something different here, though. It's 100%. But Darkseid is like, whoa. He's like on a whole other level.
This leather, like little leather soft goods.
Yeah.
Or pleather, probably.
Pleather. It's pleather.
Damn.
Look at that cape. Like, man.
This one's the one to get of this line.
Oh, yeah.
And even at this size,
he's like closer to.
He's supposed to be huge.
He's closer to 9 or 10 inches. This guy's freaking massive. Like,
yeah, like you could mix this one with like McFarlane or even Mafex.
Yeah, there's definitely a Kirby.
Size.
Yeah, exactly. He's like a very Kirby-esque design right now.
Yeah,
this is really nice. Yeah,
I like the cape. Damn, this is a good one.
It's a really good one.
Yeah. What do you think about these, Jay?
I'm definitely I'm not. You know what? I can't get. I say this, but it always ends up being something else, right? But I really can't get into another line. Like I'm moving again, so I mean, I gotta really figure these out. But if I was in on these, I would definitely no. If I was able to get on another line, I would be in on these. Like these are just cool. I do like them.
Looks like there's a wire in that cape too. That's nice.
Yeah, that's the other thing. But the real problem for me at this point is these guys do not scale well with anything, right? They're way too
like big. 8 inches.
Yeah, they're massive. These guys are like God style.
I will say, I just realized that their Beast Kingdom I had a terrible experience with one of my Beast Kingdom
Oh
figures.
yeah, yeah.
I got the Stitch Beast Kingdom fig, and it looked like it was probably just a QC issue, but I went into like a little bit of a hassle trying to get a replacement. And even with that said, I didn't like the quality. I think I paid like 75 bucks for it, and it just was not there for quality for me.
You know what? I've heard a lot of things about Beast Kingdom. I've never actually played with one, so if you've had an interesting experience, man, well, I guess we'll have to figure it out. I guess we'll see
Yeah.
what these actually look like. Maybe you can get a review copy. You never know. So
You never know. But I will say, and after I said I had a bad experience, I'm not getting a review copy. um,
see,
I will say with what McFarlane's doing at less than 30,
yeah,
I think that's a better bet.
yeah. I mean, like I was I skimmed over this, but I was gonna just say that pumping them out like crazy. I mean, this is
Oh my god, come on, look at
yeah.
this.
I mean, like, come on. Oh my gosh!
This
Again,
one could pass more for an Alex Rusk.
he's going out.
Batman.
He's going out with a bang, man. Like
Yeah,
this is a Walmart exclusive, but he's going out with a bang.
out
Like
swinging. Yeah,
no matter what, he's gonna turn some heads when it finally comes down to it. At the end of the day, like
yeah,
that's what's gonna happen, right?
he's doing a hell of a good job.
He's scaring everybody now. Everybody's like, "Oh, the heck is going on?" That people just don't know. Like, again, people just don't know. People just do not know. But yeah, we're gonna find out. What's going to happen with these guys. These guys are available on titantoys.com right now, as well as other retailers. So guys, definitely pick them up if you're interested in them. To me, they look cool, and if I was in on them, I would definitely be in on them. But
I do like the amount of hands. That's nice.
yeah, guys, thank you for hanging out with us. It's been great. It's been great to see you guys. Oh, this is a good one. Machutoy, the bodies need to be a little thicker. That's what she said. To match that Ross style, Alex Ross style. Yeah, I hear you.
That's true. That's true.
It's not untrue. It's not true. That's why those other ones I talked about with the Flash and Shazam and the Kingdom Come ones from, I don't know who they were again, but another company did them and they looked amazing. Like Shazam and Superman. Those ones look freaking crazy. Those ones are nuts. Justin Mohan, why is your name No Chewing? Well, why is your name No Chewing, Joey?
Oh, so the origin story of that name is that while choosing a handle, I need a name. I need a username for a bunch of stuff. And I spent some time abroad in Spain. And so I knew about halfway Spanish and at the time. And my favorite superhero is uh, was, or I don't know how it ranks, but at the time at least it was Nightwing. And clearly Nightwing's taken by all these other people that are smart enough to grab it ahead of time. Maybe even DC grabbed it, but so I just blended the two. So it was Noche Wing. So Noche, Spanish for night, Wing. And then my wife looked at it and she said, that reads as no chewing, right? And I was like, you're right. And it's way better. And so I started using that for all my social media stuff.
That is such a cool story. I thought it was a Chewbacca reference because again, you just put up Chewbacca like 2 seconds ago, so I was like,
Right.
oh, that's proof positive right there. But no,
And
apparently it's Nightwing. So
there's a couple guys that we used to have that is guests on the show. One of which, like the Amazing, and then another, said like, oh, I can't call you No Chewing because it sounds like you're yelling at me. And then Darth Dundada was also on the show, said the same thing, and he said, I'm just gonna call you Chewy from now on, and that's why people call me Chewy.
yeah, see, that's the thing, right? So and now because they told you Chewy, they're going to associate with Chewbacca, right? So,
which I'm also down for. I'm like, that's awesome.
absolutely, and proof positive right there. Justin, can you tell us about the character? What kind of characters are going to be in El Dragoon? So, El Dragoon is, of course, going to be a new comic book that my friend Danny Green and I are going to be producing. Basically, it's a story of like a luchador, basically a guy who's trying to raise up in the luchador ranks. This is Juan Juantes, and he comes from a long line of luchadors. I can't really tell you too much about the story because again, there's a lot of things we have to do before we release the first issue. But there's going to be a whole bunch of like absolutely freakish. I mean, really just freakish, freaking wrestlers out there. This is Omega. He has a brother. He has a twin brother. Um, that's Omega on the right, and that's Alpha on the left. So these two are the current tag team champions. And at one point in his career, he and his partner La Loba actually did become tag team champions, but tragedy strikes, and unfortunately, they both. He loses his life. He loses his love. He loses his partner in the same night that they won the championship, and he has to go on a journey to find himself again. It's going to be a really great intrigue. Basically, comeback story for the most part. Obviously, there's going to be tons of wrestlers, but there's also going to be, if you look back here, you can actually see some mysterious characters. Right, they're looming in the background. Who is this other character here? You'll find that out. She's the queen of the ring. There's just so much great stuff that I can't tell you about because again, I'm going to reveal more and more and more. Guys, follow us on L Dragoon _ on Instagram. We're definitely showcasing a lot of things that are going to be happening with the show there. As a matter of fact, I just happen to have that queued up, thankfully. So yeah, guys. Oh no, that's from the realm. But apparently I didn't have it queued up. I thought I did. Wait a second. It's in here somewhere. Wait, no, apparently not. But yeah, let me just do that. Instagram /L Dragoon _ and that's not going to come up because it's Dragoon.
At some point, toys, right? All circles back to toys.
That's what it's going to see. Chewy knows the strategy. Chewy knows the ultimate strategy. So yeah, El Dragoon _ check it out, guys. Even Power Rangers love El Dragoon. I mean, Steve Cardenas came to visit us at our booth. It was awesome to see him there. So with this
And
was
for those that didn't know, Danny Green was a Power Ranger.
Danny Green's a Power Ranger, man. Danny Green's a Power Ranger. So yeah, we definitely hung out with all these guys. Of course, Carlos is there, and yeah, man, it's a lot of fun. Definitely come check us out at all the conventions that we're going to be at, and we definitely want to see you guys. And hopefully, you guys will enjoy the book. Follow us on El Dragoon _ on Instagram and check it out. Lucha loves El Dragoon. I mean, Nacho, he's just having a grand old time. This was really great. Official Natty Nacho. Follow him too. He's a really cool guy. And yeah, we're having a lot of fun with this series, and we really want to show you guys more as it comes out. But one of the best ways to do that is to follow us on El Dragoon on Instagram. And thanks, guys. It's more to come. More to come. So we're preparing. We're gonna wind it down now, guys. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Machu, Rasta looks more like an old-timey strongman. Yes, and that's why it looks so good because it's based in realism. Rick Cage, Sir Green Lantern, Rick Cage Esquire, in Brightest Day, in Blackest Night. These pictures were taken. Gong Studios, yes. Shazam and Superman from Gong Studios. Those looked amazing. Did you see? You saw those ones?
Oh
too.
yeah.
Those things are
They definitely were temptations at the time.
Absolutely. Bought those two. Both are great. Absolutely. They have like a metal frame body, and it's
really?
Oh yeah, it's crazy. Either that or he eats too fast, maybe.
I always joke about it. It's like no chewing sounds like I have like some sort of diet fitness program, or I have a cooking channel.
Yeah,
nothing
Dark
about.
Golden, I really hope you enjoy it because I know you're into wrestling. This is the artist's name's Sebastian Navas. He's a great artist, and we're really really blessed to have him on the team, and we're very very excited to bring this to everybody.
That's cool.
So guys, stay tuned. Chewy, what are you working on, my friend? And how can people reach you? Because I know you are so busy, my friend. So
you can keep up with me on Instagram, no.chewing, TikTok as well, no.chewing. On YouTube, though, I'm 1/3 of the co-hosts of we call ourselves the Toy Daddies. You can find us on the Toy Pick community. Search for that on YouTube. So every Monday night, we celebrate the top 10 photos as voted by the Toy Pick community Instagram page. You know, you can vote there, top 10 pictures we celebrate, we talk about. We cover some toy news from time to time. Technically, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we just talk about life and a little bit of mental health, dental hygiene, all that stuff. That's it for me.
Guys, follow No Chewing on Instagram and, of course, the Toy Daddies on YouTube. If you want to see some great toy photography, particularly with Transformers, you got to see this guy. This guy is absolutely insane. But he does some amazing shots with, of course, Marvel Legends, DC, all that kind of stuff. You guys got to check him out. As a matter of fact, give me 1 second, and we're going to bring it up. So remember, it's no.chewing. So it's no.chewing. And, of course, guys, check out some of this work. I mean, seriously. He's got Tron. No, I'm just kidding. That's cool, dude. Where'd you get that one from?
So this from Toy Fair. We were in the Funko fan. We got invited to the Funko fan kind of session, and this is a new Biddy Pop that's coming out.
Okay.
It's an arcade cabinet. You can put the Biddy Pop in.
Oh my god!
But the thing that made us really happy is like, all right, what do we do with this box? Oh, and we realized that there's a spot underneath in the cabinet to put the box. And we got super excited about it. It's like the nerdiest, toy daddiest thing we could possibly do at a toy fair.
Oh my god. So I'm sorry. I hate pops. But this might be the very first pop I might actually spend my own money on.
I don't
That
like
is
pops.
ridiculous.
This is great. And they're making
Oh my
all these like
God.
little cities. Like I have Bob's Burgers, like the restaurant, and Bob's that goes
Really?
into the restaurant. It's fun. And
Oh my
these are
god.
super inexpensive. Like this thing is like $7.
Okay.
It's
That is freaking genius. Like I'm telling you, I've never been I've been very vocal about how I hate pops, but that just blows my mind.
it's kind of toys for your toys. That's how we see
That
pops.
literally blows my freaking mind. That is the first thing I've ever thought to my head. I'm like, I might need that today.
That stands as our most viewed whatever. It
Dude.
got like 177,000 views, and so you're not alone. We're definitely looking at it being like, damn, this is cool.
That deserves a like, and that deserves a comment. Like, holy crap! I actually am. Hold on, can't even spell. Is it 2 C's? I guess it's 2 C's. I actually am. No, it's not even. What the hell how did I spell actually?
Actually.
Oh god, I really suck. Hold on. How do you spell actual? Wait.
ACTU. Yep.
I spelled it right the first time. How come?
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't like capitals or something. Anyway, whatever.
That's okay.
Like that's if that ever shows up in my neighborhood, I'm actually I'm not gonna lie, I will buy that. I will actually effing buy that. That's
it
crazy.
falls in that camp of like that Happy Meal joy you just got.
Yeah,
like this is very close to that.
Totally, but it's also the side art. It's like, dude.
And what some people in the comments have said, like, oh, it'd be amazing to put a light inside there.
Yes,
like,
that would probably be the only thing. Like, I'll add my own light, but I think if they did that, though, it would just like pump it up to the next freaking level.
Right? Yeah.
That got me. Like that, that literally got me. Like, I just stopped the whole stream because of that. That's crazy. This is also stopping the stream. What the hell is that?
So these are blockies, and these ones are not mysteries. Typically, they're mysteries, but they're very quick assemble model kits, all snapped together.
Yeah, you were just showing one a minute ago, but dude, like,
it takes like no time.
This is awesome, and you know what? It just circumvents the whole action figure thing, and they're able to make just bring these out whenever they want. These are cool, man.
Yeah, and these ones are cool because they come with suction cups. So you can stick it on stuff.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Guys, if you want more content like this, you have to subscribe to No Chewing. I mean, like, literally, I'm going to go through this whole freaking thing. We don't have time for you guys, but I'm literally going to go through this entire thing in the next 5 minutes. Oh my God, this is crazy. Great stuff, Chewy. Like, seriously, this is,
thank you.
Oh my God, that is crazy. Is that also Blokies?
Blockies. Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
So
He looks awesome.
And they're pretty small. Like this is off of a mystery box, so you won't know which one is inside this one.
Damn it!
So this is the rare
I was
Soundwave.
about to say. I was like, damn it! I need this one, and I'm gonna have to like buy 60 of them just to get to the one I want.
You buy the case; it comes with one of each. You won't know if you get the rare or not, but it's either you get the rare or the common Soundwave.
This is what I'm trying to say, though. I know this, and because of the way this one looks freaking awesome. Damn it, Chewy. But you guys, if you want to see some awesome, like that was all the Toy Fair coverage. But if you actually want to see some really cool toy photography, keep scrolling because he does stuff like this. And yeah, took the words right out of my mouth. Holy smokes! Like that is, and this almost won the contest. Actually, this this got close. What was it? It was a second rounder, wasn't it, Chewy?
No, this one I got bounced out the first round.
Oh, was that right?
The other one I did better.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I know one of them. I know one of them made the second round.
I think it's the one that was Animal Wars: The Kingdom. I did a bit better.
Yes, it was much further up, but yeah, you guys got to check out all the toy photography because Chewy's he's just kicking ass and taking names. This is awesome, guys. Definitely head over to no.chewing on Instagram, and of course check out the Toy Daddies on YouTube. They're doing amazing work. I want to thank my good friend No Chewing for joining me, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much. Last comments before we log off, everybody. Ranku counts as 3 pops. What? Which one is that? Rangi?
Oh, it's from the comment above. It's a character from Bleach.
Oh, is that what it was? Is it Bleach? I think you're right. I remember the name, kind of.
But clearly, I don't know.
Yeah. We're going to figure it out. Darkonan's laughing his butt off. And Sir, I'm going to say it again. Sir Gilrick? Sir, Green Lantern, Rick Cage, Esquire. Thanks, Jay. Friends got me to Bloki's Transformers mostly. Absolutely. And Chewy's doing whole reviews on all of them now. Like it's going to be freaking... It's going to be nuts.
Yeah, so the next set, I think I can... it's been revealed, but I have a bunch of these. So I got Shockwave, Ironhide, Soundwave, but they also sent me the they have the Minions license. So
yes, they look cool.
I have those
like that
as well.
Those look really, really nice. Right. Machu, he's here to kick ass and chew bubblegum.
There we go. That's my t-shirt.
And he's all out of bubblegum. And Tommy will have the last word tonight. Very busty Bleach character. Oh, I see where that joke is going. Okay, yes, I know. She's the second in command to the little kid. No, actually, it's not. She's like one of the Hollows, isn't she? Anyway, whatever. Very busty Bleach character. There are a lot of busty Bleach characters. There are a whole bunch of them. So anyway. All right, Tommy, thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Of course, guys, if you haven't already, please follow Machu Toy on YouTube and Instagram. Another wonderful toy customizer and, of course, toy photographer. Dr. Manhattan, where'd you come from? Maximum Hulk is trash. Well, thank you for just popping in here and saying that last minute. Justin Mohan, good to see you, brother. Guys, thank you for hanging out. It's always great to see you guys. I hope you're all doing well, staying safe. And as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. Chewy, any last words for everybody before we log off?
No, I'll just I'll close it off because it is a troubling time, and at least in the U.S. Someone's country above is fine. But as always, be kind to yourself, be kind to others, take a breath, and if collecting is causing you stress, take a pause.
That sounds like good advice, guys. That was No Chewing, and we are going to sign off tonight. I hope you're all doing well, staying safe. And as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. Good journey. Geek proud, everybody.